Welcome to the Hurykane Sunday service. The church doors are open. Welcome to the Hurykane tonight Baptist Church. Well, we gonna ask. We gonna ask some questions. Shouts out to the Hurykane tonight. Yes, the Hurykane tonight Baptist Church. Put them hands together. The Empire. Let's go, everybody. Burst in. We gon' burst in through the trigger.
Fuck the fans, gotta kill them quick. Dummy bitches be talking shit. All the hoes put the laws in place. They be fucking up all your states. Smash your girl, beat it on her case. She's so freaky, put it all on tape. Anti-hero, don't draw no cake. For the government, still all they face. Large round, take it off your face. Doing cops like JFK, not Jigsaw. I ain't play no game. My chainsaw, I take no brain. I be chased, we changing those ways. RPG, blow, bigger than thing. Everything's on a permanent flame. Revolutionary, I don't play no games. I'm God, I'm storm and flame. Y'all better ask about Hurykane. Ancient times, ancient rhymes. It'll talk shit, but ain't shit flying. Y'all this down when I come to the door. Hit it to the face with the Kung Fu foe. Blood circle blood, y'all about to get smoked. The motherfucker know. Around and get murdered. What's that blood over my shirt? There's a damn thing I put in that dirt. Going around, putting in work. It's gonna be where the revolution gon' work. When the gun blast dead in front of your church. When I go back home smoking that perk. Time to ride. Got another new mission on the side. 1979 will blow your mind. Buddy Park says really gonna be hard to find. I am divine when I spit the rhyme. I am divine when I use the nine. I am divine when about to spine. The least is gonna die tonight. Trigger.
RPG is equipped. Yo, helicopter got hit. I call for solar eclipse and send a
a fiery storm, exploding government buildings, revolution reborn. I am the shit, just admit, this is that warrior mix. The god of fire is here, welcome to the abyss. 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 Welcome to the abyss.
We'll be bringing you our countdown to the end of days. Along with all you
Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss.
Phenom Road 1 Production.
Gotta bring the darkness, dragon fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking down the targets. Close be the name, spitting flames from the darkness. Gotta bring the darkness, dragon fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking down the targets. Close be the name, spitting flames from the darkness. I'ma shine for doing time for cyber crimes. Got a 9, bitch, custom made and modified. Out of time, shoot a cow because he's out of line. I don't gotta shoot up a school, this ain't no Columbine. Unalive, every government official alive, and your prime minister sinister, target identified. RPG hit you and your body is unidentified. Crimes against humanity, profiting off our genocide. Enterprise of the kidnapping and trafficking, lyrically damaging. Stop a pole at the Vatican, stopping your abdomen. I'm imagining people panic and pull out the cannon, and if you stand there, you're gonna vanish. I'm a monster, hit you with the launcher, fire body parts. Hell yeah, we gon' conquer. Now we gonna stomp ya, yeah we gonna bonkers. Middle finger up, hell yeah we gonna taunt ya. Gotta bring the darkness, drag they fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking out targets. Don't be the name, spitting flames from the darkness. Gotta bring the darkness, drag they fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking out targets. Don't be the name, spitting flames from the darkness. Coming out the darkness, reappearing, get your ass disappearing. Teleporting on the ceiling for your ass out of building. Fuck your feelings, I'm a menace. Shoot you while you playing tennis, burning down your business. I'm the god of fire, stupid bitches. 26s on the truck, pulling up and light you up. Take your body pause and stuff like that. With the batter up, going to the plate, knocking heads up. Put your fans on, kill them all with a head salt. Dead bro, I don't give a fuck about a fed bitch. Shoot a fed quick while you eating on a breadstick. Head kick, break your neck, better than a fucking wrist. You go hard out your chest, leave you in a bloody mess. Better show some damn respect, better change your intellect. Revolutionary lyrics shutting down the internet. In effect, 2030 nigga go get it. Take United Nations said I've been a threat. Gotta bring the darkness, try they fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking out targets. Coke be the name, spitting flames from the darkness. Gotta bring the darkness, try they fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking out targets. Coke be the name, spitting flames from the darkness. Cloak nigga, I disappear in the smoke, nigga. Cold killer, 4-5 for take it down, nigga. Cloak nigga, I disappear and I float, nigga. Pull triggers, dual good and I gotta smoke, nigga. Cloak nigga, I disappear in the smoke, nigga. Cold killer, 4-5 for take it down, nigga. Cloak nigga, I disappear and I float, nigga. Pull triggers, dual good and I gotta smoke, nigga. Darkness, got they fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking out targets. Coke be the name, spitting flames from the darkness. Gotta bring the darkness, drive they fucking carcass to the dark realm. It's the land of the heartless, going on offense, taking out targets. Coke be the name, spitting flames from the darkness.
Hurykane tonight trapped this church.
Oh my God, it's Vontae. Come on, baby, first lady.
Trees of the land, gotta Gotta take back on the keys to the land. Gotta take back on the keys to the land. Gotta take back on the keys to the land. This for my motherfucking G's of the land. Gotta take back on the keys to the land. Gotta take back on the keys to the land. Gotta take back on the keys to the land. Put the motherfucking G's in the bag. And my homeboy get the keys to the lab. I got everything they believe in the jab. Going overseas with the weed in the bag. All the fucking guns and the keys in the dash. Try to cock, now you got a pee in the bag. Saw a boy leader put the beam on his ass. Now I got a way, put the bead on the gas. Going faster than glass, speed on your ass. On the front line, I'ma lead with the mag. When they give a bed, I'ma kill all the gas. Automatic ribbons is the building with pass. Jack like pom pom, real Kevin Nash. True with the neck like real Mr. Glass. Formulated plans, I'ma kill all they plans. When they give a bed in the leads of the hand. Lead up a bridges every need us a man. Can't get that, gon' bleed on the land. Revolutionary, I'm a G on the land. So negotiated, we don't need no demands. We're gonna take it back, off the G in the van. Blowing up shit, boom, boom on the land. Green coat coming out the doom on the land. See what God hand till you all in the sand. Everybody run when I pull up the hand. World military, they ain't gonna last. I'ma hit them all with a blast from the past. Do it so fast, like I'm taking out the trash. Fuck Carl Schwab, put his ass in the bag. Fuck Bill Gates, put his ass in the bag. Fuck Dr. Fauci, put his ass in the bag. Fuck Donald Trump, put his ass in the bag. Keys of the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. This for my motherfucking G's of the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. This for my motherfucking G's of the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Gotta take back all the keys to the land. Let's go.
Church doors is open. Hurykane and like trap this church. Let's go.
Take up a bed to be fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Yeah, they about to get fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell them, give a bit that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell them, give a bit that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Bad in the mess with a motherfucking RPG. Try to kill a fucking gun, y'all. I pick a ball, fall, till the ball. This a small song, kick it, go hit. Get a wrong song, get a strong song. Head is gonna be long gone. Some motherfucker wanna keep it a song on. Man, this nigga bang with it. He the die, been a minute, go straight to Geneva. Out for the leverage in the big bang attack. Aim the gap, but I'm rearrange the gap. Raise the black, but I'm rearrange the map. My blue look the world, it's a great attack. My claim the pack, so the motherfucker fed up. That's your no guard, y'all gonna get wet up. This will take a head up, better put your head up. Better look out, y'all gonna get wet up. Tell them, that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell them, that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell them, that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell them, that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell them, that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell them, that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell them, that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Tell them, that we fed up. Yeah, they about to get wet up. Now I gotta get them, never gotta kill them all. For the government, bit a finger to the law. It's a fair simmer in the middle with a paw. So the motherfucker did in the middle with a wall. He tore up the dog, I'm a spark at a call. He can do a flip, he's gonna land on his ball blast. And the dog blast, and the car whip. I saw I'ma make a fall, kill them all. Can I do a paw? Detroit nigga. Run up in the living, what they thinking of a villain? Cause I'm feeling every minute. Get up on my business, better listen, I'm a minute. Now I gotta kill them all. And the government is tripping. Load up the clipping. Wow. Hit him in the face, we knocking him down. Fill him with rounds. Then you hear the screams on the way on the other side of town. Wanna come up in, then we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Tell the government that we fed up. Yeah, they wanna get wet up. Midwest Southern Soul.
Hurykane Road 1 production.
Through the hood, look clean in this hoe. Sippin' lean, smoking Joe. Baby girl wanna smoke, riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Riding through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sippin' lean, smoking Joe. Baby girl wanna smoke, riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Smoking weed, feeling good, riding through the hood like I should. Just bought some work, now it's time to cook. We up in the kitchen, whipping, flipping bricks up in the hood. Taking chicks up out the hood, from the Vegas feeling good. I've been on the mission trying to rap, flip some digits, touching bitches in the pen, down before the 30 minutes. I've been in and I've been out, from the bedroom to the couch. If you want it, you can get it, girl, you know what I'm about. Ride through the hood, looking clean in this hole, sipping lean, smoking Joe. Baby girl wanna smoke, riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Riding through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking Joe. Baby girl wanna smoke, riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for show. If you want it, let me know. Let me know what you need. I got pills, I got weed. If I can't fuck with me, pull it out the SMG, bleed, motherfucker bleed. Everybody leave. I achieve all that I need. I don't have to grieve. I can live all in my peace. And if I follow me, take it straight to SSB, then I'm giving her the D. I'm a B or like a B when I'm in between. After that, I gotta leave. Gotta get this fucking green. Ride through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking Joe. Baby girl wanna smoke. Ride through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for sure. If you want it, let me know. Riding through the hood, looking clean in this hoe. Sipping lean, smoking Joe. Baby girl wanna smoke. Riding through the hood, got the beans for the low. On the scene, that's for sure. If you want it, let me know.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
Meditating by the sunshine, gotta ease my mind, cause I'm living in these evil times. Now it's time for me to redefine, change the whole game. Fuck a brother dominated, I am the real pain. Being fighting the storms, I'm breaking the pain. I would not refrain from using the power I gain, destroying everything. For your family, Illuminati, your Rothschild. Treat us like cattle, we got this world locked down. Fighting thunder, eradicate, got me mad again, sad again. Carry, destroy these evil savages, sandwiches made out of human flesh and packages. Fluoride and water got y'all demasculate, can't even fathom it. I'm creating better advantages, smoking cannabis. Load up the cage, it's time to blast again. Fuck the motherfucking government, nigga. We coming with dozens of killers. Fucking government, nigga, yeah, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Fucking call me Dr. Light. Fucking government, nigga, yeah, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Fucking call me Dr. Light. Occupying the daily, my gun is heavy. This mission is deadly. I hope you motherfuckers ready. My arm is Chevy, equipped with the human beam, another level. Coming through to see me like it's the metal. Demolition, I be destroying the competition. Stop and listen, the government is the opposition. Way the kind of pick a minute, I never finish, I can replenish. Powers will never diminish. They're using magic to broadcast it on the masses. Someone blasting all you fucking evil bastards. To the masters, above earth or in the earth. Y'all better disperse or you're getting murked. Fuck it. I might hack the system, blast the system. That will cause a cataclysm. Massive missiles, master pistols. Have to live ya, and the fucking world won't miss you. Hey, fuck the government, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Fucking call me Dr. Blight. Fuck the government, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Fucking call me Dr. Blight.
production.
Who's the target? You must find Mr. Wayne, sir. What's going to happen to him? He's about to get his soul taken away, sir. Innocent creating the symphony with this energy. Show no empathy to all the enemies that attempted me. Got no sympathy, my ability to bury enemy. Wickedly, it could be anybody that envy me. Drinking Hennessy till divinity, smoke like a chimney. Put a C4 bomb in the facility. Just a remedy, alchemy and my chemistry. Fantasy, brain spat out some heads like they was Kennedy. Got the arsenal, turning haters to particles. Pull an audible bus at a cardinal in the Vatican. Dramatic and got a fire, I'm damaging. No shenanigans, I ain't the last of my assassin pen. And I'm blasting in evil fashion, the laughing dragon. Dragon feds with spell casting, different magic. Last action, pine boxes and glass caskets. Damn fast, just put his head in the bread basket.
They playing tug of war with your soul. They playing tug of war with your soul.
I'm the infamous, intricate, spitting limitless sentences. Photosynthesis change when I rip this shit. In the instant, my instrument gonna implement reality. You gon' feel the rage when I rip this shit. I'm the baddest, whipping asses in Calabasas. With the sword from the madness, even Satan panicked. All the entities started dashing while I'm laughing. Chase them down with madness like a fucking savage. Making contracts with humans because they fucking baggage. Demon knows the world is full of pain and sadness. God killer and devil slayer, the whole package. I would kill them both and save the whole planet. Cause they using your soul in the tug of war. We experiments here, you heard that before. Mr. Wayne didn't listen, he told me there's the door. Guess his soul is gone, never forevermore.
They playing tug of war with your soul.
You're such a lovely boy. What do you want, Crowley? What do you want, Crowley? I want your soul, of course. Your soul, of course. That is, my master wants it. There it goes. Give me my sister. You're a businessman, Mr. Wayne. You know that saying something doesn't make it so. I'll need a contract. Inked in your blood. Oh, please spare me this village. I don't believe in it. Are you modern? Rational? Well-educated? A civilized man of peace and moderation. Of course you don't believe in Satan, but that doesn't matter. Satan believes in you. Believes in you. Believes in you. Believes in you.
Including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
What up, everybody? Spark your freaking sense. Fuck the government and everything they stand for.
He the guy killer, I'm the X-Pot dealer. Hurricane, King Kong, low-key Godzilla. Ain't no two niggas realer. Straight bars, no filler. One with COVID, I can't get much iller. These rappers is trash, litter, they not popping shit like a bag. Trigger, a bag getter. I'll put a Birkin on body. I pop the trunk on Trump. I'm really unreal nigga timing. You think I'm wild, but belong in the silent. Made in America, so I love violence. When I go hunting, you better get hiding. I got a gun that's so big I can't hide it. Black John Wick, I don't need a switch. Me and my dog, I don't need a bitch. I don't obey the laws. Fuck who create the laws. Run up in the Oval Office, swarming, black garments. I'm not waiting for the purge, I wanna start it. Don't get in my way, a daily departed. Conspiracy harlot, I addicted down, did the party. You tell the truth, you a target. Legs come to gas like in a stalking. I'll put my enemies in a coffin. Guarding my energy like a fortress. I'm holding a grudge, I'm really a Taurus. American dreams, it's really a forest. No tie, no suit, fuck corporate. We smoke until we forfeit. We high, we out this orbit. I'm ready to crash out, no foreign. Just put the White House on my coordinates. Bullets flying out of Fort Taurus, and we spin it back around like a chorus. He the guy killer, I'm the ex-pot dealer. Hurricane, King Kong, low-key Godzilla. Ain't no two niggas realer. 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 Ain't no two niggas.
Ride out, fly out, till the government about to die now. Revolutionary by the cloud now. Motherfuckers better run to your hideout. Ride out, fly out, till the government about to die now. Revolutionary by the cloud now. That's why they running till they hide out. Power nigga came back to the Bible niggas. I'm the motherfucking God killer. Kill the devil when the God nigga. Till the government officials ain't here, get the motherfucking chop nigga. Pop nigga. Drop a cop on the block, hop nigga. Drop top, then a pop nigga. Can't stop nigga. Till the government came rain with the strength to this motherfucking block nigga. I'm back, got mine intact. Click clack, both shots with the Cadillac. Blowing up the neck track, these fans ain't ready for that. I don't think people ready for this. So wanna call me a terrorist, you wanna pay for your arrogance. Ain't even no evidence. Some of this in the great this government. Let go, ride out, fly out. Till the government about to die now. Revolutionary by the wild out. Motherfuckers better run to your hideout. Ride out, fly out. Till the government about to die now. Revolutionary by the wild out. That's why they running till they hideout. Exterminate, I came in to seal your fade. Never motherfucking fed today. Prepare to spray my artillery. You can't spray your face. You wanna face your fate today. I hate to say you better praise. Spoiler alert, you don't even exist today. So bitch decay, this the way. Revolution motherfucker gonna kill a government today. This the play. Blow with the White House. Blow with the Pentagon. Hurricane be the name, I'm Pentagon. Y'all niggas is things gonna get a job. So grab your gun, we finna ride. Every government official with the pistols, and we gotta ride out with the missile. They get load up, get the show up, give it no fucks, kill the elites. I'm gonna get them ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolution, everybody ride out. Motherfuckers better run to your hideout. Ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolution, everybody ride out. That's why they running till they hide out. Edit the line, gotta go across enemy lines. I'm feeling the vine, cave hit everybody's fine and unalive. Everyone the lie to the people, so we gotta ride. Better decide right now, or you're gonna be dying. So they gonna be they got us divided. We gotta put together and defeat the tyrants. These motherfuckers gonna be silent, bitch, and violent. Fuck somebody, gonna do the motherfucker like they give the line. But flow like a fire hydrant. Anime got a vibe about it. This is my life if I decide and I have got it out of resistance. Take independence is the only mission. Revolutionary is straight position. Time to rearrange this whole dimension. Ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolutionary about to ride out. Motherfuckers better run to the hideout. Ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolutionary about to ride out. Motherfuckers better run to your hideout. Ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolutionary about to ride out. Motherfuckers better run to your hideout. Ride out, fly out. Tell the government they about to die now. Revolutionary about to ride out. That's why they run until they hide out. We don't give a fuck. Tell the government we don't give a fuck. But we don't give a fuck.
Fuck it. Shout out to 5150 in Boston.
Like my drink strong, like my women fine, like my women thick, like I'm down to ride, make them bounce it, like a hit a switch, it's going down, blow my mind, she gon' blow my mind, like my weed, like my music, like it loud, cut my teeth, sippin' OZ by the pound, drop a beat, I get up on it, make you proud, come and meet my homies, me, myself, and now we hold it down, put the word around the way we coming, yeah, you learning now you learning, 5150, he bout it, arm strapped like a tourniquet, no, I don't play around, 5150, I never heard of him, if you don't know, then you know now, bow down. Right. Don't forget it, living good, I'm copacetic. Wish a motherfucker would, but if they did, they would regret it. Sorry, pal. Hard to ignore me now. 5150, I'm the topic of conversation, cause I'm the story now. If you don't know, now you know. 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 Motherfucker!
5150, yo, man, this beat is really in this. Grab the city and shoot the government off the Indian hurricane. Digging the storm and winning the flames. Decapitation with fiery chains. From the pain, but through the pain. Digging the murder, making lyrics. You feel it, no limit to my lyrics. I shatter every ceiling, I'm soul smithing. Forming the blade to leave your soul missing. Kill the government, hell yeah. That's a soul mission, let me calm down. Roll the beef and now. We keep it the speakers loud. We are the coolest people to be around. 5150, you need a power. Let's call them some badass bitches that wanna slip around.
Goddamn, he's dope. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, now you know.
Hurykane and Night Trap this
Neon Rogue
church.
One production.
Soldier, bitch, I'm a motherfucking soldier. Hurykane come up with an RPG, yeah, thought I motherfucking soldier. Soldier, bitch, I'm a motherfucking soldier. Hurykane come up with an RPG, yeah, thought I motherfucking soldier. Soldier, bitch, I'm a motherfucking soldier. Hurykane come up with an RPG, yeah, thought I motherfucking soldier. Soldier, bitch, I'm a motherfucking soldier. Hurykane come up with an RPG, yeah, thought I motherfucking soldier. Itty bitty motherfucking motion, that nigga gotta go. This motherfucking soldier, that nigga gotta go. Pull a nigga, get the limit. Never remember, pull a nigga, yo, body fuck, all get so. Body flow, nigga, go, nigga, friends, go. Anybody hold, no fire, no, gotta be low. Stone, anybody know Hurykane, he gotta be bold. Hit a nigga up, light a nigga up. All these pull up in a bigger truck. Nigga in the cup, smoke a bigger plus. About to line up, bitch ass nigga up. Pull the government, and the sucker shit. Fuck yeah, but fast in front of kids. This time they'll pull up again. Hurykane is gonna have fun again. Soldier, bitch, I'm a motherfucking soldier. Hurykane coming with an RPG, yeah, thought I motherfucking soldier. Soldier, bitch, I'm a motherfucking soldier. Hurykane coming with an RPG, yeah, thought I motherfucking soldier. Soldier, bitch, I'm a motherfucking soldier. Hurykane coming with an RPG, yeah, thought I motherfucking soldier. Soldier, bitch, I'm a motherfucking soldier. Hurykane coming with an RPG, yeah, thought I motherfucking soldier. Creep in the night, creep in the fight. Hurykane coming with a dynamite. Kill a government, cut his sodomites. Beat a fair fight with a power bike. Going live, wanna get a lot of likes. Could it be, but a nigga got a sight. Niggas ain't ready for the battle fight. Bunch of cop get shot in the firefight. Shoot a plane down in the dog fight. See your boy little in his own sight. Shoot him in the head cause it's alright. Shot a cop dead at a bar fight. I'm a soldier blowing at the White House. All the point bullets wanna take your lights out. No referee, not gon' hear a fight count. To this land bad, nigga, this is my house. Soldier, bitch, I'm a motherfucking soldier. Hurykane coming with an RPG, yeah, thought I motherfucking soldier. Soldier, bitch, I'm a motherfucking soldier. Hurykane coming with an RPG, yeah, thought I motherfucking soldier. Soldier, bitch, I'm a motherfucking soldier. Hurykane coming with an RPG, yeah, thought I motherfucking soldier.
Salute Jordan.
Plus one to be so you know
So we gotta play that Jordan shit. Get the church jumping. Put your hands together. Hey, the head of the choir is in the building now. You already know what it is. Fashionably late. He came in with a bottle of wine and shit.
Headed to the club with the crew. What we gon' do? Pull a nice chick, get a loose. Throwing off the goose and the juice. We hang like a noose. The party going down on the roof. Put the baby drop it low to the dance floor. Let me get that as baby, I won't let go. Baby, look at my eyes and say you want a boss. What nigga do you want now? Pay the cost. 17, 30 days on the go say. Oh, the casa B goes, what do you say? Hurykane and Jordan gon' put it on ya. From Detroit straight down to Georgia. We party to 6 in the morning. This be so cold, let's keep it going. Knock it out the park with these cold moves. Yo, Jay, you tellin' them what we gon' do. Hit them with that old school.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up.
Yeah, tell the living young girl about to give it up. Tell the fine girl put the drink in the bigger cup, fill it up. Tell the brave girl about to drink it up. Now we give it dance slow, yeah, get the nigga up. So we over my business, and when I'm ready, I'm spitting for the whip and get more to feel it. I know they dig it. Now they head back to the bar and get some more. Look the phone, this is the girl you wanna smoke on the boat, smoking gelato, sipping Moscato from the bottle. This girl 20 more than the model. Body ever got it, just being out of smoking exotic. Everybody go up and down like it's hydraulics on the dance floor. We getting lit. Pop lock, go the road by. You can even do these splits so smooth and with these cold moves. Jay telling them what we gon' do. Hit them with that old school.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up.
Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles of your 9 to 5. Said throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles of your 9 to 5. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about your troubles and your 9 to 5. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about your troubles and your 9 to 5. Let the beat ride. Let the beat ride. Take them home, Jay.
Funky, funky, funky.
About how church works, you probably walk away. And that's exactly.
Hold on, not yet. Not yet.
Listen.
We're gonna get on into the service, everybody. Shout out to New Zealand.
Sleep the dead, hear resting weary daydreams. They creep the night and still sleeps, forgotten screams. It seems twisted to feast on the loss of others' beliefs, but the pack must eat and they do it with such ease. So cease the parody that fails and climax. See the fading soldiers weak and blood packed. Post-traumatic stress syndrome sweeps them back into the trenches under fire and heavy attack. Conditions concrete make global economies collapse. Codes and fortunes disappearance from banks. Guys used to gather troops and roll in the tanks. More lies fed through fancy smoke and mirror tactics. Insecticide blankets the bottom of our society. Poison prison systems deprive liberties. The media deceive the truth and move the sheep while a massive outpopulation can't afford to eat. Lies and deceit carry heavy twisted billboards. Their function make money, the thing we can't afford. They seem unable to fix blood already drawn. So the faint giant fears sleep as he hears the thunder yawn. Count the score, the freaks with double wins and knots mixed between talks on tweaked out clocks. Feverish, let them hold false importance of jobs. Punch out their rotting brains when the words stop. No defeat seen in their iris. We're like hits, night sits with disguised pirate ships, quick to break the silence with patch lopsided. No defeat seen in their iris. We're like hits, night sits with disguised pirate ships, quick to break the silence with patch lopsided.
This beat is real hot, let's get a real Glock. They hit the streets, pop a real cop. There's only gridlock, the politicians want to flip-flop. They go to get shot, your motherfucker, I'm the great Hurykane. And this is hip-hop. From the government, parliament, on some other shit. Public strict in the public, martial law gon' be coming quick. But we already in it, militarized cop bitches. Using fucking drones to watch bitches. Stop tripping, this what they telling me. Fuck that shit, I keep it real and be, bring the beat. Throw your enemy cause you're enemy. Use your own energy, throw yourself in penitentiary. No sympathy, they show no empathy. Using my cold semi, I'm leaving all of their souls empty. They poisonous through the water, poisonous through the food. People think I'm a fool, releasing the freedom to us. Hold up, let me calm down for a minute. Pop your head, then it's time to get back gigging. To all the millionaire and all of the lovely women. She know I'm a revolutionary for life. Take it back to the raps with a bunch of facts. Drop your motherfucking bombs and a bunch of gas. We up at the White House pulling out the strap. We gonna make your head lopsided tonight.
No defeat seen in their iris. We're like hits, night sits with disguised pirate ships, quick to break the silence with patch lopsided. No defeat seen in their iris. We're like hits, night sits with disguised pirate ships, quick to break the silence with patch lopsided.
Even higher. Not for the weak-hearted. Church. Woo! You hear that piano? Dun, 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 dun. Shout out to Live and Learn.
When shit hit
the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Living legend, heavy weapons, I never lethal weapons, steady prepping. On my weapons, about to teach a lesson, who you checking? I can pull out my Smith and Wesson, shoot you in your head, you dead. Top of another lesson, got the shot it, knocking bodies, killing everybody like a hobby. Leaving bloody bodies and fucking lobbies. Tell somebody, if you want to, you little snitch, you will make it down the line. Little stupid bitch, who is this? Mother Fed is playing hero, burning yes alive, to play the flute like a mirror. Wrapping up the dollar, I gotta get this to zero. Hacking everything, encrypted ones and zeros. Fuck the crypto, you tryna bag me in info. Fuck us so good to put some bombs and some benzos. World leader, y'all getting killed with the heater. The hurricane is the reader, came here to delete you.
When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Neural weapons, hacking brain waves, absorb the essence, coalescent with the energy, make a bigger weapon. Everything be destroyed like the fucking storm. Elemental spiritual form, you people getting born, better run. Look out, because here I come, having fun. See this whole world, the kingdom come, every fed get decapitated, decide to say it, even fed up in the building that is dilapidated, exacerbated. This situation destroy the nation. These world leaders ain't good, they be perpetrating, kill them all. Got a weapon that make them all dissolve, kill the evil on this planet, then your problem solved. Final call, give a finger to the fucking Lord. Alphabet boys, I'm getting rid of all of y'all world leaders. They ain't getting killed with the heater. The hurricane is the reason the came here to delete you.
When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
All right, shouts out to everybody. Hurricane tonight, trap this church. Let's get this shit on popping. Now, you know, I gotta leave a disclaimer. Disclaimer. I'm cool with the Christians that just walk life, just doing their own thing, stand out the way. You know what I'm saying? But they believe, you know, but like they just don't go to church and they don't follow that Christian cult shit. They just do their own thing. They believe and, you know, and they act accordingly. So, like, shouts out to them. I'm gonna call them the open-minded ones because, you know, at the end of the day, all they got to do is just find something that, you know, resonates with them and they're gonna act accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to ones just living their life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. And shouts out to the conspiracy Christians, you know, because they look up the same shit I'm looking up and they exposing the same shit I'm exposing. We can agree on shit. But there are some conspiracy Christians on the other side of the coin that be trying to connect revelation with real life events, and that's not cool because that shit do not correlate. Motherfuckers need to read the book of Revelation again. Like, honestly, read the book of Revelation again. Now, most Christians don't even make it to chapter 11. Guarantee that. They don't even make it to chapter 11 without being scared. Like, I'm talking like real shit. My mama said she couldn't read Revelation because she was scared, but like, yet you was Christian. Fuck out of here. It's supposed to be the word of God. And yet you're scared to read a fucking book. Come on now. I was scared of Revelation. No. What you was afraid of was you didn't understand what the fuck was going on because the shit sounded like a goddamn Final Fantasy fucking game. It sounded like all straight fantasy. The second reason why you probably was been scared because you probably know what the fuck going on. God is destroying the fucking planet for like 10 chapters. I think we get to chapter 11, Jesus finally pops up looking like a slain lamb. This is the book. It said it looks like a slain lamb with 8 eyes and a sword coming out of his mouth. Y'all tell me that's not a Final Fantasy boss fight or some type of Dark Souls boss fight. Whatever video game y'all play that's an RPG, which means role-playing game, not the other RPG, Rocket Propel Grenade Launcher. No. RPG, role-playing game. These are monsters. I'm talking about these bitches are scarier than demons. I understand why motherfuckers scared to read the book of Revelation, because the motherfucking Jesus comes back looking scarier than a goddamn demon. And mind you, he's surrounded by angels with eyes all over their body and wings. What type of shit is that? How can you walk? Oh, no, I forgot you can't walk. You floating. Because I know for a fact, if you step your foot on that ground and your body is surrounded by eyeballs and shit, it'll be like Aqua Team Hunger Force when they motherfucking killed Carl and try to bring Carl back to life, and that nigga had a bunch of eyeballs on his body and shit. That every fucking walk, every step that he took. Aqua Team Hunger Force is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Who would ever thought a fucking milkshake, a floating box of fries, and a motherfucking meatball would actually make the funniest shit on television? That shit was hilarious. Catch that on Adult Swim. But shout out to everybody. And I gotta say, shouts out to the Gnostic Christians. You know what I'm saying? We cool because we came to a realization. If this world is fucked, we need to know the source of why the world is fucked. So if it goes back to a nigga that was, or let's just say, like an aborted fetus from a mother from the highest heavens called the Pleroma. Her name was Sophia. She wanted to make creation her own way, created this Yaldabaoth, demiurge, great archon, chief archon character. Notice her mistake and cast that motherfucker to the darkest abyss, but not without giving that motherfucker a crown, a throne, and a rainbow and a cloud to sit on. Just so like when he wake up, he can see, oh shit, somebody put some shit on me. But he ain't thinking that. He think he just motherfucking was born, just be born. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this motherfucker just woke up, start creating shit. You know what I'm saying? Created physicality. You know what I'm saying? If anybody want a source of how all this shit was created, I think the Gnostics is a co-source, but there's other universal creation stories also. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I was doing my research, like on my journey, and I went back to the Bible and realized the Bible was full of puzzles, mysteries, riddles, contradictions, metaphors, symbolisms, parables, analogies, mythology, numerology, and a splash of spirituality. But most importantly, there was so many holes in that motherfucking book. It was so many holes in that book. I needed to find them. And when I found it, by reading the Dead Sea Scrolls or the Apocryphas and shit, or the Nag Hammadi library, that's when I got the holes filled. Pause. Reading the Secret Book of John, reading Jasher, reading all the books of Maccabees, reading all the books of the 12 tribes of Israel, reading the book of Adam and Eve, reading the book of Thomas, reading the book of Raziel, reading the book of Yetzirah, reading the motherfucking books. I was deep into reading. Deep. Pause. Shout out to everybody. Now, and those Gnostic Christians, they wasn't priests, they wasn't preachers, they were seekers like me and you. And the shit that I just got done saying about Sophia and Yaldabaoth, the Gnostics was killed for that. Was killed for saying that. You know what I'm saying? So there got to be some type of truth to it. There's some cultures that really do believe this planet is a fucking prison. Now, I bet you wonder, how can that frequency pop up in the modern age when they were supposed to have been killed off thousands of years ago? You got to ask yourself that question. And I try to find a source of the frequency of letting us know that this planet is a prison, that this body is a prison. After you killed all these motherfuckers, I think the only origin I could probably go back to is 1945, 45 or 47. Between those years, after World War II, where they dug up the Dead Sea Scrolls and they deciphered it in the 70s, you know? And rather anybody say it was a misinterpretation or the shit wasn't ciphered properly, the message still got out. This planet is a fucking prison. Your God is evil, a genocidal, homicidal maniac. Your God shows its traits of jealousy and anger. They're like, yo, just think about it. They call me crazy for saying I want to blow up some shit. But no one questions the God that actually killed men, women, and children with no remorse or care. At least I know if I blow up everything, I'm gonna have at least a little empathy for what I've done. Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I gotta live with that. God don't give a shit. Kill them all. You know what I'm saying? There were some cases God was like, kill everybody else, but keep the virgins. Take as your property and your wife. Like, yo, God killing 40 kids with 2 bears all because they made fun of a bald head nigga. That's my prophet. You can't make fun of my prophet. That's my guy. Well, tell that nigga to learn how to roast. Like real shit. No, let's go straight to the killing of children, nigga. Honestly, let's talk about the Pharaoh incident. You do 12, 10 plagues? 10 or 12? I don't know. You do plagues on Egypt when you could have just took out the Pharaoh. And the last motherfucking shit was grimy as fuck. Not only all the shit beforehand. It's the last one that gets me. Let's kill every firstborn in Egypt. What? Playing both sides of the chessboard, telling Moses, go get Pharaoh to let your people go, but I'm going to hearken Pharaoh's heart. And there's other motherfucking places in the Bible where God putting evil spirits on people. What the fuck you doing putting evil spirits on people? Oh, yeah, because Isaiah 45. Read Isaiah 45. I form light and create darkness. I create good and evil. That's what he says. So are these demons on this planet really truly evil, or is God just got these motherfuckers retaliating? Because real shit, if a demon was so goddamn fucking powerful, like Jesus, like, come on now. You would have angels up there with the weapons that they have to come down here and slay these evil fucks. But nah, let's play tug of war with your soul. I am no one's experiment. No one's experiment. I detach myself from the religious and political dogma, and it feels great. But yeah, I'm cool with my Gnostic Christians. And last but not least, I am cool with the spiritual Christians. The spiritual Christians value meditation and they understand what Jesus said. Truly understands what Jesus said. Jesus is within the heart chakra. Heaven is within. So you focus on meditation by unlocking that heart chakra and live in the embodiment of love, peace, and harmony that will never, ever fade. I will sing a new song, a song for the whole world to sing. Yeah, just give me your burdens and you will sing a new song. Give me your heartache, and you will sing a new song. Shouts out to the church. But yeah, they value meditation. I value meditation. And that's what we can agree with. So now let's get on into it. Shouts out to Marvey. It's good. And most importantly, this channel is about deconstruction. Make sure you get your critical thinking, comprehension, and common sense skills up. And read that book again. Read that book again. And use your critical thinking, comprehension, and common fucking sense. Then you will realize that the Bible's full of puzzles, mysteries, riddles, contradictions, metaphors, symbolisms, parables, analogies, allegories, mythology, numerology, and a splash of spirituality. But most importantly, there will be holes in the story, and you will have to go find for yourself. To find the holes, you will have to read the Dead Sea Scrolls. And most Christians don't even fuck with the Dead Sea Scrolls, but yet they quote shit from the Dead Sea Scrolls and yet don't even read their own fucking Bible. So understand, when you do read, and I read for research purposes only for this day, just to make sure I'm on point most of the time. But I studied this shit all my life. I gave my all to this bullshit, and I got no return on my investment. Real shit. I gotta fuck with what works, and what works is using my own fucking power. And that power protected my apartment from a fucking fire. And there is proof because I showed news coverage. Even my phone agrees. That's called synchronicity and confirmation. I am God. So, with that being said, so are you. Just tap into your power. But people are afraid. They look down on meditation, but yet y'all pray. Y'all beg and ask for shit. We demand. There's a difference. We speak into existence. There's a difference. We don't have to beg an entity for shit. My affirmations was about peace and protection on my crib. What if I was on some darker shit? Because there is that path you can still go on also and still have that power. This is what the government and all the elites is using against us. And they use spookism to keep your ass stuck and stagnant in a religion that was forced on your ancestors, passed down to you. Because in all honesty, would you even know anything about God or Jesus if you was never forced to go to church? Ask yourself that question. Because we're supposed to do this shit on our own and not be forced, not be indoctrinated. Let us do this on our own. But in all honesty, on the outside looking in, coming from another country or coming from another culture, or just being an open-minded person, just wanted to check out shit. This open-minded person would see a church, walk in that bitch, and walk right the fuck back out. Seeing everybody act crazy. When you read the doctrine, they like, God damn, they worshiping this guy. This guy is evil as fuck. This is a cult. A nigga will walk out that bitch using his common sense, critical thinking, and comprehension skills and get the fuck out. Simple. Islam, you'll walk in that bitch, you will see, okay. You will see the most well-disciplined in that motherfucker. But at the same time, motherfuckers put a bomb on their chest for that motherfucking book. So it's like, yo, the goal is to do you, unlock your power, become the god or the goddess that's within. Live your life in your peace and harmony, in your frequency. And those that will vibe to your vibration will come to you, and y'all will make a community and get away from all this bullshit. But let's get off into the service. But God still favors the grateful. God favors the enemy. God in the book said, slaves, obey your earthly masters. God don't give a fuck about us. Real shit. Serve thine enemy. Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemy. That's in Deuteronomy. And I forgot what slaves obey your earthly masters is at, but he said it. I'm not doing that. I will not comply. I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. Pause. Fuck heaven, fuck hell, because it's all fear and intimidation tactics. Serve me or you go to hell. Disobey them, you go to jail. Yeah, you see how I got you looped up? Yeah, I'm God. I fucks with all this shit. As a matter of fact, earth is my footstool. That's why I ain't doing shit, because I got my feet on y'all motherfuckers. Ask some questions. Why in the fuck would you put the tree of knowledge of good and evil in the Garden of Eden knowing that they was going to fuck with it? And bring sin and death into the world? Get the fuck out of here. I'm bored. I want to do something entertaining. This bores me. I want to play both sides of the chessboard. Fuck out of here. I refuse. And in the words of Eddie Griffin, do anybody really want to go to heaven? Motherfuckers singing and shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. White suits on with wings, can't have no pussy. No! I'd rather go to hell, get my dick sucked, smoke a joint, kick a bitch in the ass every now and then. Now, let's get off into the service.
I'm going to make this video real.
Learning from your own mistakes is wisdom. Oh, yeah. And learning from the mistakes of others is wisdom, too. A wise man admits that he knows nothing. That's also wisdom. But the fear of the Lord is wisdom? Please. The fear of the Lord, but God is love. Get the fuck out of here. Make that make sense. I lean on my own understanding. And they say, you can't do that. I can, because my morality trumps Christian morality any fucking day. Because if I ask everybody in this motherfucking chat, if you was a god or a goddess and you created a goddamn universe or an earth, would you have pain and suffering in it? I believe the answer will be no. Because who wants pain and suffering? Who wants death? Who wants war? No one. But yet, we deal with a God that has genocided damn near billions of people throughout the Old Testament. And then when the New Testament come up, oh yeah, let's just believe in Jesus and forget about what the fuck happened in the Old Testament. But yet, Jesus come back and say, I'm not taking one till away from God's law. Y'all better follow my God or he's going to kill all of you. And probably me again, because he sent me here to die and came back on some Chris Angel shit. My pops is crazy, son. Believe him. You see all motherfuckers walking away from Christianity? I'm like, I'd rather fuck with Shiva. I'd rather fuck with Quetzalcoatl. I'd rather fuck with the Yoruba. I'd rather fuck with Oshun, Ogun, eating on an octoroon than to fuck with this motherfucking God on some real shit. This motherfucker wild. Genocidal, homicidal maniac. And yet, I read that whole goddamn Old Testament multiple times. The nigga Lucifer, how many people Lucifer killed? You can count on both hands. And then motherfuckers still mixing up the serpent and Lucifer, coming to find out they two different motherfuckers. When I say nigga, like read those Dead Sea Scrolls. And like most of the motherfucking Christians is motherfucking taking passages from Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost is not even in the fucking Bible. Niggas don't even know what really truly happened in heaven when it comes to that war. They pulling shit from Paradise Lost. The fuck out of here. Shouts out to Yactavius Prime. Shouts out to Marvay. Shouts out to everybody. Shouts out to Jordan. Where's my goddess at? Vonta. You know you my first lady, baby. Where you at? Nah. Crystal. Soon as you wake up, you'll be in here. I'm chilling in Crystal City. Had to put in the bed. The bed. Ah. I'm sorry. That's some Detroit After Dark talk right there. Gotta put in the bed. That nigga fell off as soon as he came in that bitch. What was that nigga name? The American Dream. I seen that nigga for like 1 year. That nigga was gone. I think he dropped like maybe like 2 albums. But anyway, I did my disclaimers, gave everything, told my piece. Now it's time to get on to the church. Let's go.
I don't necessarily have a problem with most of what this gentleman said about marriage, and if you are utilizing it based on 1 Corinthians chapter 7, where a man's body is not his own, it belongs to the wife, and the wife's body is not her own, it belongs to the husband, that you should make sure you do your duties to your wife or your husband where you are taking care of them sexually. This whole part is about sexual immorality and sexual morality. The sexual immorality, though, by which that is speaking of, is having sex outside of a marriage. Now, here's the thing that you must consider. Just like I said in the previous video, once you have sex with someone, you are married to them if y'all are doing it consensually. The other part about it is the fact that polygamy was completely fine within the Bible. So only the deacons and the bishops cannot have more than one wife. Anyone else can have.
Everyone else, we can have many wives. It was the preachers, the bishops, and the priesthood that couldn't have more than one. They have to dedicate their life to God. You feel me? Now I know this topic of discussion may fuck with people because they Christians and y'all still fornicating and shacking and shit. Yeah. You're supposed to feel guilty. That's why y'all in church got that shame, guilt, and regret out. I'm shacking up, I'm fornicating, but I'm giving my life to God in the end. No. That's Paulinian shit. That's Paulinian Christian shit. Because you act like you can't control your urges. This is why you can't fuck with Christianity. What's wrong with fucking? Ain't nothing wrong with fucking. Shit. But what people don't understand is it was just for the priests and the bishops and the preachers. Everybody else had multiple wives. And sexual immorality, it really motherfucking keeps you from doing God's work. What was God's plan? God's plan. Be fruitful and multiply. But nah. You're going to be limited to one. We're going to create condoms. And we're going to create Planned Parenthood in the future. And abortion clinics. And we're going to make y'all hate each other so much you knock each other upside the head and lose the baby that way. Crazy shit. The goal is to be fruitful and multiply. But love, so many things I gotta tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know. Sing that shit, Kane. Living on the globe got me spinning all around.
More than one wife. So if you are just out here wild and having sex with a prostitute, that's a sexual immorality according to the Bible. If you're just having sex with someone, then you're not dealing with that person anymore. That is considered a sin in the Bible. Okay, I had to pick up something real quick, but that's considered a sexual immorality. Now, the problem here is the fact that this man married, his girlfriend was 13. He was 17 when they started dating. And based on his comment, I'm going to say that that's when he took the poom to him as well. Therein lies the problem. You see, biblically, a woman is eligible for marriage as soon as she has her cycle.
Yeah, biblically, as soon as she has a cycle, she's automatically a woman. Now, that shit right there, nigga, fuck God. Like, nigga, real shit. This is why I put our morality over God's morality any fucking day. Because, fellas, ladies, y'all know, if you have a daughter and you know they had that cycle, you know, it's like The youngest I think I heard was 10, but like don't it supposed to happen like around what like 11, 12 or some shit like that. But still though, when that shit happens, these grown ass niggas rubbing their hands like Birdman, ready, motherfucker chopping at the bit to motherfucker get this motherfucking shit. Dog, I want to knock somebody's head off. If I was Doctor Who and go back in that time and I actually saw some shit like that, I would have fucked somebody up. I would have to. They'd be like, Doctor, what are you doing? This motherfucker's molesting that girl. I'm like, no, it's part of their culture. You are my lovely assistant. And let me tell you about what goes on in the future. This is considered immoral and evil. No one should be doing this. Well, you're going to get your ass motherfucking stoned. Stopping some shit as opposed to, I don't give a fuck. I'm the doctor. No, fuck that. I am the Valiard. And I will burn this bitch to the ground. Yeah. AKA Dr. Motherfucking Blank. I already know my name.
As soon as she starts menstruating, she's a woman now. But of course, our morale in our society today recognizes that that is a child.
Right.
And you, sir, pretty much just molested a child by getting with a 13-year-old and you were 17, and then y'all had sex. I don't know if y'all some Mississippi, Alabama bullshit going on, but it's not just Mississippi, Alabama that does that bullshit. It could be anywhere. Still got countries today where they have young women who are considered marriage material at 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. Our morality is greater than the Bible. Glad that you've been married for 40 years and you're lucky that the statute of limitation has run out. Because that, sir, we would consider that to be sick. We would consider that to be a molestation. So when you want to pride yourself on your Bible, yeah, biblically, he could have married her, according to the Bible. But our society is far greater than that. And we know that that's a child. I can't get past, and I could not take advice from you, simply because it's different. I can take advice from a man who's been married 5 times, but finally got it right. I can take advice from a woman who's been married 10 times and finally got it right. But what I cannot take advice from is a man who is 17, marries a 13, and have sex with a 13-year-old, and then marries her and have her for 40 years. That child got Stockholm syndrome. That's all that is. She got Stockholm syndrome, and you're a molester. So y'all have a great day, everybody else. And always remember that you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.
That's right. Good journey and good vibrations. You already know that's the coach talking. What's next?
Why do Christians keep making dumbass comments like this one? You can't tell me that the world today is more jacked up than it was when it had to be cleansed. This is in reference to the time frame of Noah's supposedly flood, which would put the world back in roughly about 2500 BCE. Now, what this gentleman is trying to claim is that in 2500 BCE, the world was more jacked up than the world is today. First of all, we have zero experiential evidence to demonstrate what the world was like in 2500 BCE. We have some policies, we have some laws. We know of some countries that existed and some people that existed. Do we know how they were experiencing life at that time frame? We do not. But there are some extrapolations that we can make and be able to compare them to the world today. So he's making this statement because the Bible says that man was wicked all over the world, man was violent all over the world, and that man, every thought from man was evil all over the world at that time frame. And he's comparing that and saying that that is what makes it true, that today's world is worse than it was when God genocided the entire planet according to the Christian Bible or the Torah. Well, let's think about it. What was the majority of the world in 2500 BCE had slavery systems that they enslaved their own people as well as enslaving foreigners and fought wars and enslaved those people. In today's world, when a war is being fought, slavery is not an option for any country. If a country were to attack another country and then try to enslave the people, then the world would usually and most likely call them war criminals and fight against them. I'm not saying that slavery doesn't exist in the world today, but it doesn't exist as a norm of morality as it did in those time frames, as it did during the time frame of the Minoans and the Sumerians and the Egyptians. Slavery was a normal thing. And I'm sure that if we research in most other cultures around the world at that time frame, they had some levels of slavery, especially of POWs, which is not allowable today, according to the Geneva Convention, which most countries have signed. What's another aspect of the world that we know based on their laws and their rules and their customs at that time frame? 2,500 years ago, the majority of the world was illiterate. 1 to 5% of the world's population was literate in their own culture, meaning that in your own nation, if your nation spoke Egyptian, only 1 to 5% could read and write Egyptian. If your nation spoke Sumerian, only 1% could read or write Sumerian. If your nation spoke Akkadian, only 1 to 5% could write Akkadian and read Akkadian, read the cuneiform writings. Only 1 to 5%. But in the world today, the overwhelming majority of people in the planet are literate. The majority. Yes, there are some countries where the literacy rate is much lower than other countries, but the overwhelming majority of people on the planet are literate in the language that they speak. Their dominant language. Let me be clear, because most countries people speak more than one language. Only us Americans don't speak more than one language for the most part. But most people are literate in their dominant language.
The government is banning this 30
literate in their dominant language. So therefore, you can't kind of get over on people as much by telling them some bullshit in a religious book, or get over on them by telling them some bullshit about the laws. Even the wind agrees with me. It's howling with this wind literacy right now. Now, what's another thing? And this should be important to all the women out there. The overwhelming majority of the world in 2500 BCE saw women as property, saw children as property. That women did not have the same rights that they have today. Women weren't able to vote or be considered rulers of most nations. There are some instances where women were, but in most cases, no. Women were subject to the will of a man and to the strength of a man. Women couldn't go out and own property in most civilizations during this time frame. It was only held by the man, and their voice was quelled around 2500 BCE. You couldn't go, and especially in the Bible, a woman's witness was invalid unless it was supported by a man. A woman's promise could be easily invalidated if her husband or her father says, no, her promise don't matter. Only if she gives about 4 days, 3-4 days, and the man doesn't say anything, then she's valid. But beyond that, a woman's word was worthless. And a woman was no more than property. And if you didn't have a male son, it was all your fault. We know scientifically today that the gender of a child, the sex of a child, is determined based on the man. Only men carry the X and Y chromosome. Women only have X and X in the egg. But women caught the blame for it. If a woman was barren, did not have a child, and she was considered barren, did they ever look and see if the man had enough sperm count? Of course not. But they ain't know nothing about that right now. Your sperm, you just letting it go and it's just blowing in the wind. And that's all the meaning that it had. But to say that the world is more wicked today, nah, the world is just more connected today. You just have more information to know what's going on in the world today. But the world is much more civil today than it was in any time frame. Slavery has been outlawed in almost every country. Slavery is outlawed, especially race-based slavery. They had their own form of race-based slavery. It was called ethnocentricity, meaning that this tribe is the better tribe and that tribe is the less than tribe. So they had their own versions of racism. Because just like this Bible says, one chosen people is greater than the rest of the people. And that this one chosen people, if they do the things that the rest of the nations do, we just kill a couple of them. But for the other nations, we're going to genocide all them fuckers because they're all evil. All the Canaanites are evil. There was no grandmas and grandpas, and there were no kids, and there was no one who was a good person in the Canaanites. They're all evil. That's why they deserve to be genocided. Oh, look, they did child sacrifice. But so did the Israelites.
Right, but so did them bitch-ass Israelites. And it said God loved the smell of the savory meat. You better read that shit. God loves savory meat. Pause. Pause again for safety. God said he loves the smell of savory meat. Pause. God is a fruitcake too. Fuck that nigga. Kill the Canaanites. Well, nigga, we the Hurykane-ites, nigga. We the Hurykane-ite trap this church. Well, we gonna ask. Don't ask. We gonna ask some questions. God, why you ain't shit?
Only a few thousand Israelites are being killed for that, but a whole city is genocided, and you justify it. Just like you're trying to justify the flood. The flood is the evidence of a genocidal maniac of a God. You still worship that God. That shows that you got your own personal problems and personal demons if you think that the world was better then than it is now. You are absurd, sir. And lastly, and I know it doesn't really have a lot to do with it, I'm going to take today's indoor plumbing and electricity over whatever the hell no one of them had in 2500 BC. Just quality of life was not better because infant mortality was huge. Women dying after childbirth, huge. The average person only living to be about 37, 38 years old. Huge.
Yeah, huge. I'm 37 right now. A motherfucker didn't make it to my age. Like real shit. Women dying at childbirth. Like Jesus. Crazy work.
The investments in medicines and knowledge and understanding of how to live in a more clean environment, yeah, I'm going to take today over back then. You're just foolish and you just want your Bible to be true. But it's okay. You got to live and let live. I'm sure you wouldn't want to go back in time travel and live in that time frame. If you do, you're just lying. Yep. So always remember.
Gotta, motherfucker say live and let live. They used to say live and let live. In this fuck the world we fucking live in, you gotta grab your knife. The live and let die. Live and let die. Live and let die. That's my shit. Woo! Live and let die. That's my shit, y'all. That's my shit, y'all. They used to say, live and let live. You know you did, you know you did, you know you did. That's my shit. What y'all know about that? Tell me y'all heard Live and Let Die. James Bond motherfucking intro track. Man, this shit was cold. But let's go to the next one.
So one of the more messed up traits about Christians and Christianity is that they cannot accept the cruelty of their own God that they believe in. You see, I posted this on Facebook a few days ago. God is love. Terms and conditions apply. This is in reference to the fact that this God decided in his judgment that man had become so wicked on the planet that he was just going to blot out man and start over. But in doing so, he found a righteous man that he called Noah, that was called Noah. And through this righteous man of Noah and his 3 sons and 3 daughter-in-laws, that he was going to repopulate the planet. And that all these people were sitting and drinking and being merry, as the New Testament describes them, and then they were blotted out. But is that the correct format? No, it's not. It's not what the Bible says in Genesis chapter 6. Genesis chapter 6 is where you get your story of Noah. You get your flood story. Now, according to Genesis chapter 6, this God just made this decision, had Noah build an ark, brought him all the animals, and then proceeded to kill and destroy all of man because he regretted making him. And then at the end of it said that man's heart is evil. Every thought from man is evil from his youth. And so I will not kill them again. And here's a rainbow for you to be able to know that I have made this promise to Noah.
Bullshit.
But
yeah, man. Oh, like you're supposed to got that ranch a long time ago. Dog, on some real shit. I think you already had one, and I think like YouTube took it away because it took away maybe like 5 or 6 people's ranches. But I could have sworn you had one, but like whether you did or didn't, I gotta give it back to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a real true supporter of the channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Enemies Public. Great brother. You know what I'm saying? Great content. You know what I'm saying? Great content. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the Enemies Public.
Demonstration that Christians can't handle the truth of their own Bible came in the comments that many people made. And although the comments were made by many people, this one commenter sums up what multiple of them said. They first proclaimed that God is love and that God has a standard and that the ark wasn't divine cruelty. It was divine mercy with a deadline. Noah preached for 120 years. But nowhere in the Bible does it say that Noah preached for 120 years.
Yeah, nowhere in the Bible said Noah preached shit.
Nowhere in the Genesis story does it say that Noah preached for 120 years. It merely says that this God had decided that his spirit would only abide in man for 120 years because the wickedness of man had become so great. Now, the Bible makes an interesting jump. It talks about how the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they began to have sex with them. And these, who we know as the Nephilim, became, as you see right around here, they were the mighty men that were of old, the men of great renown. And then it makes this.
Yep, I thought so. Right. Right, you did. You took me on that bullshit. You took me on that bullshit.
Crazy jump. Not describing anything about these mighty men and many men of great renown, but goes in to say that the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was so great upon the earth and that man had become so violent. Now, many make the assumption that man became violent because of these Nephilim. But the whole idea of man becoming so violent because of the Nephilim and the Nephilim.
We got to stop real quick. You got to think about this real quick. You got to honestly just think about this real quick. This is real funny. You know, we got to make fun of this motherfucking Christians real quick. Heaven is supposed to be beautiful, lovely, paradise. Why ain't no beautiful women in heaven? If angels gotta gaze down upon the face of earth and see our beautiful women down here, curvature on fleek, titties on fleek, vagina tight, extra grip technique, they got to be like, it gotta be ugly hoes in heaven for them to come down here. I'm just saying. It gotta be. You know why? Because everybody up there got a goddamn weapon. This motherfucker trying to mac on a motherfucking bitch that's probably stockier than that nigga. Like, god damn, she's fine. Man, nigga, she look like she could beat your ass and my ass at the same time with that flaming sword. Bitch walk up like a Norse Valkyrie or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? On some God of War 2018 and shit.
Dream starting to eat man and so on and so forth, and that the giants were evil, comes about from your books of Enoch, which is something that is not in most people's canon.
Right. Right, when they talk about the motherfucking giant Nephilim shit, eating people, that shit comes from Enoch. So Christians saying that shit should not be saying that shit because they don't even fuck with the book. As a matter of fact, they don't fuck with their own book. They don't even fucking read. Shout out to Big Dog Philly OG. What's good?
So the gap here is filled by Enoch, but Enoch is not part of your scripture.
Exactly. And that was the first thing that, like, when you go back and use your critical thinking, comprehension, and common sense, and you realize that Enoch was only spoken once. And the first thing came to my head, I was like, damn. They spoke of this guy, just like got rid of it. It was like I'm like, okay. And then you go to the New Testament and you hear him referenced again. I'm like, all right, who the fuck is Enoch? So I go look up the book of Enoch and I find out who it is and like understanding the shit that's going on. I'm like, oh. So this why the flood happened. It wasn't everybody was evil. It was just motherfucking niggas, just motherfucking fucking bitches. And there was a whole bunch of, a whole bunch of angels fucking bitches and creating Nephilim and shit. And it was fucking up the planet.
So
and this is why I said when I read that bitch, it was too many holes in the story. And when I got the holes filled, by reading the book, everything came into a bigger perspective. Hashtag fuck Christianity.
Reasoning for man becoming wicked on the planet is unknown according to the Bible. But because of this wickedness that man began to demonstrate all over the Bible, all over the earth, this God was grieved. He grieved of man in his heart, and he wished to blot man out. But he found Noah, who found favor in the eyes of this God. Now, all it says about Noah is that he was a righteous man and that he was blameless in his generations. It doesn't say anything about Noah going out and Noah beginning to preach to the people. It talks about how this guy laments again about the fact that the earth was evil and that it was filled with violence. And he saw all of that. And he then determined that he was only going to save Noah, that he was going to blot out all flesh on the planet. Flesh on the planet. At no point does it say that Noah went and preached for 120 years. Merely that this God said that he will only deal with man for another 120 years, and that a man's lifespan would only be 120 years. It says nothing about man being preached to by Noah or any other prophets coming or anything of the sort. But yet the Christian mindset, because God has to be loved, goes back to saying that God always gives a way out. These people did not have a way out. Even your idea of people were sitting in their homes drinking and being merry at the time frame and they were completely unaware is something that comes from your New Testament writers. The same way the New Testament writers had to figure out a way to make this God good, to make the Noah's flood a just story. They had to make up things and say that God gives a way out. But no way out was ever given. This is something that modernizing the text to make it relevant for your people at the time, at that time frame, which is what 2 Peter does by saying that Noah was a herald of righteousness. If you don't know what that means, to be a herald of righteousness means that you are proclaiming, you are coming to proclaim something from a king, something from royalty. This is something that late first century, second century Christians created in 2 Peter, which is a book that definitely wasn't written by Peter and definitely wasn't written by anyone who was a follower of Paul, but certainly someone who was, it was written most likely by someone who was a follower of Paul, because also in 2 Peter, it tries to reconcile the differences between Paul and Peter and the teachings of Jesus during a time frame where Christianity was definitely fractured. So what we have here is someone in the late first century, early second century trying to retcon what was going on in the time frame of the flood by suggesting that Noah was a herald of righteousness, when in actuality, it only says that he was seen as a righteous man, blameless in his generation. It speaks.
Yeah. That means like when he walked past all his neighbors and friends, oh yeah, that's a good brother. You got a good heart. I watched him do this. I watched him do that. That's a good man. He ain't preached shit.
Nothing of Noah going and preaching to the people. But because Christians have to delude themselves, they have to come up with different. This is why it's been popularized by multiple people and preachers and pastors and doctrine that Noah was this great preacher who was going around preaching to the people about God's love. But yet, your very own Bible demonstrates that there is zero evidence. Nowhere in Genesis does it demonstrate that Noah preached to anyone. And most scholars and the scholastic consensus is that most of these people were caught completely unaware of the fact that it was this situation was going to happen. As a matter of fact, most scholars even recognize that it is a complete fabrication, that people talk trash about Noah, that people mocked him while he was building this big giant ark. And the whole idea of Noah being mocked was something that is a later creation, a later doctrine that was created after Christianity had been completely established. So it is hard for Christians to accept and understand that there are terms and conditions on this God's love. That he gives no reason other than that he says or claims that man has become violent, and that every thought from man from his youth is evil. This God did not warn the people. He did not try to go and give them a prophet or to give them a judge or to give them a king or a leader, and didn't even send Noah out to preach to the people who was in his general vicinity. That he simply just destroyed all the people. And I want you to contemplate this for a second, Christians. If you believe that Noah went out and preached for 120 years, are you suggesting that Noah traversed the world and entered every landmass where people lived and tried to preach to them about this God, that he went into southern Africa, that he went to the mountains of Europe, to the plains of Europe, that he went out into the plains of Asia and to the South Pacific Islands, that he traveled to Australia, crossed the Pacific Ocean, went to South America, traveled all the way up through Central and North America, went through the Caribbean, made his way back across into North Africa or into Europe, traveled through the islands of the Mediterranean, and returned back to Israel, to modern day Israel, to the Levant, completed building his boat, picked up a whole bunch of animals maybe on the way, that he went and preached to the whole world. Because if this God didn't have terms and conditions, people died in places who had never heard of your God, who have never even contemplated that people existed on this side of the planet. That's the story you're going to go with. You're going to go with that. Really? So always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is not negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.
Good journey and vibrations. He's right. So the nigga traveled all over the goddamn world. Man, come on now. That's like an old ass man climbing a mountain to talk to a burning fucking bush. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It's an old ass man, and you coming down with some tablets. The fuck out of here. Remember, it's a mountain, and you coming down with tablets. Was there an elevator on that bitch? Did God give you levitation powers? You an old man climbing a mountain. I don't give a fuck how small the mountain was. You an old man. Talking to a burning bush. Where the fuck? Was it a cleft in the mountain somewhere? The fuck out of here. Factor in safety conditions and wind conditions. Come on now. And mind you, you're wearing sandals. Going to Jesus 33s and shit. Way before Jesus even came out, he got on the Moses 22s. With the motherfucking Pharaoh symbol looking like Jordan and shit. They got on the motherfucking Moses 8s and shit. Come on now, be real. Don't get me started on opening up the water. 2 to 7 men, women, children, cattle, and carriage crossing that bitch. Get the fuck out of here. And mind you, we still don't know the number. They said 2 to 7 million. So, man, fucking catalog that yourself. 2 to 7 million. Men, women, children, cattle, and carriage. I gotta be fucked up if I'm gonna believe that shit. Fuck it, let's go to the beginning. Yeah, the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. A fucking talking snake? Really? You must think this is the Jungle Book. If I'm gonna believe in a talking snake that tempted Eve or fucked Eve in one of the other doctrines that they have. They say the serpent and Eve made Cain and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to read the other books. Doing a lot of fucking reading. But you got to be fucked up if you don't believe some shit like that. On some real shit. Nah, you always remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now we're on to the next one. Let's go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a time where your churches are supposed to show up and show out. Every Sunday, the church is collecting tithes and offerings, and they're always telling you to bring the tithes into the storehouse. And so they twist your arm, they guilt trip you, they tell you you got to have faith and all of that. And all the money they're collecting, they are a nonprofit organization. So they pay no taxes to the U.S. government whatsoever. Because of that reason, all they have to pay is their regular bills, their payroll that they have to pay, for the buildings, anything like that, in the maintenance of the church. But outside of that, and the money that you're giving, a lot of churches have overage. And because there's overage, they're supposed to be doing things in the community. Right now.
But they don't. Like I always say every Sunday, when the church bubble, the community struggle. Go to the neighborhood and see the church there and look at the community. The community is being more decrepit, more destroyed, more fucked up. It's like if it's supposed to be the light in the midst of darkness, it seems like the darkness is fucking winning. And that church ain't nothing but a business. Bars. If anything, nigga, they the biggest darkness in that motherfucker. Because y'all taking. Selling hope. Bullshit ass concerts, people walking around there speaking in tongues and shit, and it's all made up. They just running around looking stupid, just motherfucker making fools of themselves. But yes, it's the fucking eyes of God. It's a good thing. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all motherfuckers in that bitch faking it. Y'all in that bitch got your shame, guilt, and regret on their altar. That's why right now Sunday is so peaceful right now, because all those motherfucking hypocritical Christians and condescending, judgmental bitches are in church. And you know, and every day the stats is showing people is leaving this shit alone. And they fucking with shit that works, or they walk in their own path of self-godhood or self-goddesshood. Christianity, it's over. You lose. You lose. Good day, sir.
Churches is being put on notice, and actually everybody's paying attention to the churches. Now, definitely paying attention to them in our community. Now, Pastor Ray Curry Jr. is calling out the churches. I want you to hear what this pastor has to say.
Pastors that preach tithes and offering to y'all church as a commandment to the church, bring the tithes into the storehouse that they might be meat in my house. Y'all on deck right now. The government shut down. It's time to go into the storehouse. All of my life, I heard about these storehouses that the people give into. But now we're in a time to go into the storehouse and help God's people. It's time for the church to have faith and help the ones who've been faithful to their churches. No, Pastor.
They taught that they receive their reward after they die. While Reverend Fatback lives abundantly. Reverend Fatback about to get I was about to say somewhere. I had to say allegedly afterwards. Hell yeah, you're right. Shouts out to the enemy's public for sure. Yup. When the church bubble, the community struggle. And shouts out to this preacher for actually saying what he just said, though. He's like, yo, it's time to open up that storehouse and get back to the people. But nah, did it get back to the people during the scamdemic? Fuck no. You know what I was looking for during the scamdemic? Everybody was supposedly sick. I was looking for those so-called healing preachers, the one that be touching people, they get healed and shit. Where the fuck was they at? Those niggas like, oh shit, Benny Hinn unplugged this shit and got the fuck on. Oh shit. Got some real shit on the floor, y'all. I'm not a real healer. I'm faking it. And that shit right there made me go look. It made me go look for the people that supposedly had got healed by this motherfucker. They're coming to find out, and this shit will blow your fucking mind. Coming to find out that after they supposedly got healed, they went back to their old condition maybe like 2 or 3 days later. So I'm like, is this a placebo effect going on in this church? Your cancer is cured. No, nigga, that bitch is right back in the Carmano Cancer Center. I don't mean to fucking laugh, but goddamn, I do not mean to fucking laugh. Real shit. But goddamn, man, Hurykane. But look, I'm saying is these motherfuckers are faking. These motherfuckers are playing y'all. They're taking your money and they selling hope. And they acting like they're healing you, but you're not. Y'all can go back to watch those old church videos where the pastor just wave his hand and motherfuckers just fall down on the ground and shit. I'm like, get this fake shit out of here. It's like watching old motherfucker like karate videos and shit, where the motherfucker be like doing these attacks and shit. you got to go into the telegraph booth and shit. I'm like, yo, dog, it's something like that. But like it's fake. And plus, I'm gonna never forget, never, ever fucking forget when that deacon told me after I got baptized and shit, because I wanted to motherfucker like speak in tongues and shit, and I wanted to know the shit. They say it's the word of God. They say you get baptized, you're supposed to automatically have it. I don't have that shit. What's going on? The deacon told me, like, nigga, they making that shit up. Don't do that shit, man. He said, yo, look, don't fall for that. They making it up. You just gonna have to motherfucker say some gibberish, bro, on some real shit. It's so many fucking words. It was a cool ass fucking deacon. Like, like he had the attitude like he didn't want to be there, but like he he had to be there because of an obligation or something, or maybe he needed a job, but he didn't want to be there at all. That was the energy. Like I remember him, giving off, but like I really didn't understand it at the time. But like thinking about it now, it's like, man, the motherfucker didn't want to be there. But I don't think no one asked him that question before. So like, dude just kept it real. He just kept it real with a nigga like, yo, man, they motherfucking bullshitting. So it kind of fucked me up after he told me. So I'm like, people just running around just saying gibberish and, just dancing all around the church like a bunch of fucking animals. I'm like, what the fuck? But I still stayed in church until maybe like a year later, when I left. Don't forget about the building fund. Yo, don't put a new knob on the door. But collected for the building fund for years. Yeah. Hashtag my motherfucking and shouts out to my city. But we have a pastor, I think y'all probably heard of him, Marvin Winans. This nigga have been trying to build that church for over 20 plus years. I think I got a motherfucking I think I got a little short with Corey Hooker motherfucking calling him out and shit. He been trying to put this church together for 20 years. I ride past that motherfucker. Like when I was still on that side of town, I just ride past that motherfucker every day. Just seeing nothing being touched. Nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? Now they bringing it up. It's like, yeah, we got $500,000. Tyler Perry gave that nigga $100K and shit. I'm like, this motherfucker been taking money from the people for over 20 years. Some people is about to sue this motherfucker from his own church. It's like, yo, so it's like, you know, it's crazy. Yeah, Marvin Ryan is getting this Umar on. Yeah. Motherfucker talking about just give me some more money and be done faster. Like, nigga, we gave you 20 years worth of money. You stole from Detroit worse than Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick. And that nigga got locked the fuck up. Over $1 million. They don't want to talk about that dead stripper. But your ass been taking money for over 20 plus fucking years, nigga. Like I say, when the church bubbled, the community struggled. But in this case, the church didn't bubble. The community struggled. And the only thing bubbled was his pocket. Like, nigga, I see why those motherfuckers wanted to rob your ass. Those young niggas. They want to say YNs. I'm going to say young niggas. Them young niggas wanted to rob that nigga. But, word on the street, there was some other shit involved where I think Marvin Winans wanted to motherfucking be on some fruitcake shit with some YNs, and they was like, oh, really, you want to play that game? Let's get this nigga. That's word through the grapevine. I don't know. I don't fucking know what really happened, but like, nigga, you took from the church for 20 years. It's time for karma to come and get that ass. Pause. I said it that day and I'll say it again. Let my people go.
It ain't time to send them to crisis. It ain't time to send them downtown. It's not time to send them to the government. It's not time to send them to public assistance. They've been given into a storehouse, and it is time for them to reap from the harvest of the storehouse that they've been given into. Ain't it crazy that people have been faithful to these churches, faithful to these pastors, faithful to these pastor anniversaries, faithful to all these pledges and New Year's givings and all of this stuff, and now that we're in a time of need and a government shutdown, we have these same pastors talking about we really gotta pray. We really got to depend on the Lord. And then when you do want to help the people, you give them all this third degree, you give them all this paperwork, and how much do you make, and do you really have enough, and do you really need it? But you don't put them through all that type of rigmarole when it's time to take their money, do you? Now, when it comes to the church helping the community, that's grace, that's mercy, that's benevolence. Because the truth of the matter is the community has not supported the church in decades. The community don't support the church. The community supports the weed man. The community supports
Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. If motherfuckers didn't get back to that church, the fucking church wouldn't look the way it looked. And yes, we do support the weed man. Right before we go to church and give the other ties to your bitch ass. Now, he was just cool talking about he need to open up the storehouse and get back to the people. But he said that the motherfucking people ain't motherfucking, like, no, because, like, one, they probably woke up and said, nigga, I'm not about to give my money to this church. I got to pay some fucking bills. Two, I'm not about to give my money to this church. They ain't doing nothing for the community. Three, I'm about to get back to this motherfucking church. That nigga was fucking Sister Mary Bethany under the goddamn staircase. Four, I'm not about to get back to the church because these white churches come through the fucking neighborhood, give back more than these motherfuckers do. And this in the neighborhood. This church came from the suburbs. So about we come to just give away clothes and food and Easter baskets and Thanksgiving turkeys and Christmas gifts. My church ain't do none of that shit. I'm from the Brewster Projects. I'ma never, ever, ever fucking forget white folks used to come down to the Brewster Projects like motherfucking 2 Saturdays out of every month and just give away shit. I used to watch motherfuckers fight in the line over shit. I'm like, nigga, like they have a limited supply, nigga. I'm talking about like, nigga, they actually gave a damn. But the church, Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church, in the middle of the Brewster fucking Projects, ain't done none of that shit. And RIP to my great grandmother. If it wasn't for my great grandmother, the pastor wouldn't even be in that pulpit. Now, that's another story. I didn't know how powerful my great grandma was, but she was very powerful in the neighborhood. Everybody knew my great grandma. Everybody. But I'll tell you that story on another day. Because the shit that I found out, like, goddamn. Any church that doesn't have a benevolent program to help the people should be shut down. After collecting tithes from motherfucking, parishioners. Hell, fuck yeah. Hell, fuck yeah.
Liquor store. The community supports the scratch house and the Powerball. The community supports the beauty supply store. That's what the community supports. So when it comes to the greater community, we might do that by grace or by mercy or by benevolence. But when it comes to your church members, that's their right. Make sure in this time where the government is shut down or whatever the case may be, the church stands up for you. And if you're in need and you've been faithful to a ministry and they give you all this rigmarole just to be helpful to you, go ahead and leave that place, because that's not a person who cares about your soul.
That's the reason why a lot of people don't support the church, because the church has for years have not supported the community. Okay, and
like we just said it. He just said it. Like I'm talking about like real shit. Like, like back when I was going through my struggles, it was Catholic churches that was handing out vouchers. I'm talking about, this is back when I was older and shit. They used to hand out vouchers to get me, to go to markets, to go to restaurants, give me coupons and shit, and boxes of food. But I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, why my black church not doing this? That's all I thought. I was like, why is my black church not doing this? I used to volunteer at a church downtown called Central United Methodist. And they gave back. I'm like, why is my black church not doing this? I'm talking about like the Central United Methodist was so cold. Like they used to hook niggas up with jobs and homes, put people in programs. You know what I'm saying? I used to volunteer and give away food and shit. It was fun, but it was also sad just like seeing all those people in there just like homeless and, struggling, like people waiting, like in line, the motherfucker try to talk to a worker. He had like workers in there that help people out. Man, it was like, man, dog, man, this world is fucked. We had a person in there that cut people hair for free. You know what I'm saying? Had a person playing the piano. We had like a stage in there and shit. We had a couple fights. We had to share fights. You know what I'm saying? The fights was brutal, nigga. Bum fights, Detroit.com. Literally, nigga, that shit used to get epic. That shit should have been on Bum Fights on the DVD, but no, they don't want to come to Detroit with that shit. But y'all go down to Palm Beach County and see everybody kicking each other ass down there.
But the ones I say that mostly should be put on notice, I'm not talking about the small churches who only got 25, 50 people. I'm talking about the Creflo Dollars, the Joel Osteen.
The Creflo, I want your dollars. You got to say it right. Creflo, I want your dollars. That bitch ass nigga. I think he the motherfucking pastor that you got to have a W-2 form to be in that bitch so they really take that 10% out your shit. The same motherfucker that got a motherfucking $62 to $65 million private jet and had the goddamn audacity to tell the congregation, I need gas money. I will beat your ever-loving ass, pastor. Nigga, this is Pastor Kane, Hurykane at night, trap this church, and we gon' blast. We gon' blast. You fake-ass fucking preachers.
you know, the people like that, right? The Marvin Winans, people like that, who got big churches and collecting all kind of money. You understand what I'm saying? Joel Osteen should have a line. I don't know if he has it or not.
I think Joel Osteen is the devil. Yo, it is something about Joel Osteen, dog. He give off an aura that nigga might be the Antichrist hiding under our noses. That's my conspiracy. That's my crazy conspiracy. I think that nigga is Lucifer. That nigga, dog. He just something about Joel, bro. I thought Kenneth Copeland was a motherfucking demon. That nigga, we caught that nigga slipping up doing some crazy shit.
I'm not gonna say he's not doing it, okay? Because I don't know, but I'm just saying in general, everybody should be able to say, "Hey, look, I can go to Lakewood and get some food." Okay, this is a crisis. I can go to World Changers, was it World Changers Ministry, whatever Creflo Dollar Church name. I can go over there and get some food, especially federal workers. You know they're not getting paid. They're gonna have about 42 million people if the government don't do anything. Because like I said, it is Tuesday. The filming this video is Tuesday night, and they haven't done anything as of yet. And the cruel part is Trump has access to $5 billion to send people to the SNAP, and he like, no, I'm not doing it. Now that's cruel. I can listen. Go ahead and do it, and then now next month you say, hey. Then people are like, man, okay. Then you put it right back on the government. But Trump and what he's doing is just beyond cruel. He is cruel what he's doing to those people. Now, I want you to listen. Watch what happens to this one federal worker out in New York and what she's dealing with. Let's go ahead and check this out.
So, we didn't hurt anybody. We don't deserve this. What does happiness distribution mean? It means a lot to me. It means the world to me what they're doing. Because sometimes you feel forgotten. You go to work to help people. That's our job, to help people. That's all we do. We go in every single day. This is day 28. The last paycheck we got was for 7 days through the end of September. That's it. So we've been there every single day. We've been there every day. Who's thinking of us? We didn't hurt anybody. I promise you, we give our best.
We ain't hurt anybody either. Y'all motherfuckers got off that boat, murder raped the pillage this land. We've been crying since that day. Try being a prisoner of war on your own fucking land.
People that go to work every single day to give their best. I'm sorry.
You don't get shit, man.
That's tough. You know, they're playing politics up there in Washington when people aren't getting their check. You know, and I have family members who aren't getting their checks right now. You understand?
And what's crazy is no one wants to start a revolution. No one wants to start a revolution. Okay. I know I'm going to be alone in this. Then where's my first lady, Vonta? Baby, come on in here so I can see your lovely self. This almost at the 2-hour mark. Like, let me just see you. I know you.
So it hits close to home for me too with this, because what are my family members going to do when they're not getting their checks and they're not able to pay their bills? It's ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? Now look, the Democrats want the health care subsidies. Give it to them. You know, it's nothing to give it the subsidies, because the subsidies gonna help out the American people. Look, Republicans shouldn't even be arguing about that. Like, okay, yeah. Do the subsidies. Let's get this government back open. It's not a hard thing to do. The Affordable Care Act is already going on. The Republicans are sitting up here saying, "Oh, well, the Democrats shut it down." They just saying, "Give us subsidies." That's it. That's all we want. We can open it back up today, but they don't want to do it. They want people's healthcare premiums to go up thousands of dollars. I've been hearing average $2,000. People's healthcare premiums are going up. And then there are people that's actually on medication. You know, America is a very sick nation.
Salute, Mac V.
I'm talking about sick with health, because they give us the worst food on the planet. They do. Because when you come to this country, if a person that immigrated to this country, you know real quick something's wrong with the food. I'm telling you, from traveling out this country, you lose weight and not even go to the gym. And you're losing weight. Yep. The food is horrible. That's why so many people's on medication. Because the food here is horrible. It's not that people don't want to work out.
And our food is banned in over 60 plus countries. Just to remind y'all that 60 plus countries banned our food. Come on now. What the fuck does that tell you? Use your common sense.
And all of that. If you cut down the trash that's in the food, you won't have all these people sick. So since you got the trash food, you got to give people some health care. And they don't want to do it. Listen, they all being cruel. Because these Republicans to say, look, hey, yeah, let's get the health care thing going. Let's sign that. Let's get this government open. The military needs to be paid. The federal workers definitely need their back pay right now, today. Air traffic controllers, TSA, everybody need their money. But Congress is getting their money. Trump getting his, and everybody in his cabinet getting theirs. But the federal workers in the line. And the fact is, the truth is, Trump or anybody, the billionaire class don't care about poor people. They don't like poor people. They don't like you. They can't stand you. That's why I never understand why any of y'all would champion these billionaires. You know, some of y'all just talking about Elon Musk out here. I'm like, that man don't like y'all. Especially if you're black. He really don't like you. Because look at what he did, how his family treated black folks in South Africa. But a lot of people being paid attention to right now. And what I'm telling you, if these churches are not doing nothing for the people, then y'all need to leave them. Leave them. Right now, you want to give a tithe, give your tithe to a federal worker who needs some money. If you want to tithe some money right now.
Or give your
hit my Cash App $ Hurricane JW. Shit, I need it. I'm hungry.
tied to a family, a starving family with children that need it. How about that? Real shit. Fuck these federal workers, because most of these federal workers don't even like me or the guy that's talking or you. We don't work for the feds. We in the public sector. They in the private sector. Fuck the feds. Well, we're not getting paid, but y'all bitches been getting paid forever. Like, what the fuck, y'all? What? Y'all ain't save y'all money? Oh, y'all frivolously spend just like everybody else. Fuck on out of here. Now, it's sad that motherfucking workers are not getting paid. Yes, that is sad. Let's not just overlook that. But like, at the same time, y'all look down on people like us. Fuck on out of here.
That would help that federal worker a lot more than you giving it to Marvin Winans over there. You want to help people. Let's say they get their food stamps cut off and they're the working poor. Then buy their cart of groceries. Buy them a cart of groceries or something. If you want to help people, that's more.
How about this? Fuck the government. What about your favorite celebrity? What about your favorite actor, actress, athlete? The 3 A's. I don't see none of them coming out putting $1 million in their city just to feed the people, or or just give it back to the city, give back to the state. Yo, Slim Shady, gold hair like Jane Brady. Yo, Eminem, it's your mans. I need you to hook the city up. Yo, Kid Rock, you used to just throw 25, 50K through the city just for the fuck of it. Throw a couple mil. Big Sean, what up, though? Throw Detroit a couple mil. Hell no. You feel me? Hey, yo, Detroit Tigers, y'all baseball players got millions of motherfucking dollars. Hook a motherfucking city up. You know what I'm saying? But no, that ain't gonna happen. Shouts out to Jordan. Yeah, the fucking sellouts, they want us to suffer. But this is why I don't mind bashing an athlete, an actress, or an actor upside their fucking head. Real shit. All you corporate niggas, you bankers. That's why I don't give a fuck about bashing you upside y'all fucking heads. No, allegedly. Fuck that. Y'all deserve to fucking get fucked up. Y'all do not deserve all that money y'all making on some real shit. On some real shit. Y'all motherfuckers get paid more than teachers, and like teachers got the hardest job in America. Dealing with some badass kids that don't want to learn shit. But basically just educating. I think that should be up there with the money that athletes get, because they have the role of indoctrination. Athletes are bred in circus. Anybody can run up and down the field with a goddamn ball. So fuck the bullshit.
way better than sitting up here and giving it to these pastors. I mean, these people are all the way around. And also, I'm going to say this. I want people to remember this. The midterms is next year. So consider that with your voting. Don't forget about it. Consider that with your voting. You need to write down who all doing what in every state. Every state. And really, the state should step in. Is the federal government not going to do nothing? The states got money. The states collect taxes all the time. Well, they need.
Yeah, but the state got a fund that's going to help those fucking foreigners. It's not going to help the people. There's a fund, but the fund ain't going to be for the people. The fund is for the goddamn motherfucking immigrants, migrants, and the fucking foreigners that's right next door to me.
Put money on people's SNAP cards and say, hey, you know, we got the money in this state to cover it. We'll get with the federal government later about that, but we got it. So we're going to make sure y'all eat. The state should cover that.
Yeah. They should, but they're only helping foreigners. But if they do it for the foreigners and the people, guess what? The feds will have to owe the state. It's crazy because I think, you know, like, I forgot how that system go, but depending on the debt between the states and the feds on like whoever owe who, I'm not really sure. But if the state go into that funding and help the people, the feds ain't gonna have no choice but to give that state that bread back. I don't know how that go. I need to look into that shit more. I need to find out how that game go. That federal, state, motherfucking city shit on you know, when it comes to the money. I need to know what goes where, who gets what, and all that shit. But like we all know it's trickle down economics. We don't get shit as the people. But I need to know that system so I can really fully understand it. Because it's very important, at least to me.
Yes, it's a federal program, but the state should cover it. And the states get a lot of federal dollars. Okay? But this is turned into a crisis. This country have an affordability issue. I did some, you know, I was going back and forth with ChatGPT. You know, ChatGPT, I asked, I said, how much an American need to make per hour, just on average, to have a car, pay rent, food, etc., to have just a good livable wage. And you know what ChatGPT said to me today? It said $40. The American, if they just have one child and one single parent home, not even a married home, they need to make $25 an hour working 40 hours a week, which turns to $4,000 a month, which turns to $48,000 a year. So if you're not making $48,000 a year or $25 an hour and working full time, you're not having a living wage. So if a person making $7.25 an hour, which is only $15,000 and some change a year, you won't be on food stamps. Inflation is up. They keep jacking the prices up. Nothing is coming down. And the only reason price is not coming down is because the people having to say, you know what? No, we're not buying things that's unnecessary no more. We forget it. We're gonna go back to pandemic. I'm telling y'all, pandemic protocols is the only thing that's going to stop it. What do I mean by pandemic protocols? You don't go to restaurants. You don't go to movies. You only buy, you know, like we buy local, you know, the grocery store. You know, now we want to go buy, you know, something that we may buy it here and there, but we definitely don't go eat in a restaurant. No. Now, we would go get us some cakes, some desserts. We'll do that. The ice cream shops, we'll do that because that's not too expensive, right? But these restaurants is charging us $75, $80, $100 for a meal? No. If we're going to pay that, we go to the grocery store, we can eat on that meal multiple times. You feel me? So we're going to have to, I'm telling you, until Americans get tired of that, because y'all have to cut the money off from the corporations. You struggling, but you're still giving your money away. You got to start keeping your money, the little money you got. And we got to get back to, you know, hey, the struggle of beans and rice. We talked about that the other night. Beans and rice will keep you full. But the churches need to step up, that's for sure. The states need to step up because they got it. But I want y'all to see how your politicians really are. Maybe you'll go vote third party, maybe. You know, maybe you want to break the two-party cartel, but it has to be an American people thing.
How about don't vote at all and burn this goddamn country to the fucking ground along with the church? See ya.
Christians, if your pastors were completely honest with you about how church works, you'd probably walk away. And that's exactly why they're not telling you the full truth. Pastors are trained not just in theology, but also in how to sell their church. It's a business, and that's not even the worst part. It's a system designed to keep people in line, keep the money flowing in, and to keep you from questioning too much. And I know this because I used to be one of them. I stood on the platform week over week believing that I was doing the work of God. But looking back, I realized how much I kept hidden, sometimes because I was trained to, and sometimes because I didn't even recognize the problems myself. Now, here's the irony. When I was ordained, I actually believed that we were about to fix the world, like we were Batman swooping in to save Gotham. But in reality, it turns out we were more like the Kardashians, busy brand building, thriving on drama, and selling illusions for ratings. So today, we're counting down the top 10 things pastors don't want you to know about church. And trust me, if churchgoers knew these things, a whole lot more pews would be empty.
Get ready, y'all.
So number 10, church is a business, not a ministry. Churches love to brand themselves as spiritual homes, places of worship where the focus is on faith, community, worship, and prayer. But behind the scenes, churches are structured more like businesses than sanctuaries. They rely on a steady stream of revenue, they market themselves, and they have clear financial incentives to grow their congregations. The moment money is involved, it stops being a simple place of worship and starts functioning like a corporation with tax exemptions. Pastors may not call themselves CEOs, but they manage their churches like CEOs, overseeing budgets, payroll, budget building expansions, and even marketing strategies to draw in new members. This isn't to say that every church is a money-hungry empire, but the reality is, without money, churches cannot operate. And that financial dependence shapes every decision they make, from the messages they preach to the programs they fund. Ever notice how the humble pastor's face is plastered on billboards, newsletters, and social media ads? They make Apple's marketing team look reserved. Turns out, if you can't hook new fish, the donation pond goes dry real quick. Let's look at number 9. Your tithes don't go where you think they do. Pastors love to emphasize the importance of tithing, claiming it's a direct act of faith and that the money is used to support the church's mission. But let's be real. Most of your tithe goes towards salaries, maintenance, and operating costs. While some churches do charitable work, the bulk of their funds are spent keeping the organization afloat, covering things like staff salaries, including the pastor's paycheck, which can sometimes be quite significant, but also mortgage or rent for the church building, utilities, maintenance, renovations, and, of course, marketing campaigns to attract new members. Meanwhile, very little actually makes its way to the poor and needy. Churches that push tithing the hardest tend to be the ones most focused on sustaining their own institution, not on helping their communities. It's like donating to a charity that promises to save endangered pandas, but 90% of the funds go to panda costumes for the staff and building plush office spaces. Then they hand out 3 granola bars to a homeless guy, snap a picture, and call it outreach. Number 8, most pastors doubt but can't admit it. Believe it or not, many pastors experience doubt about their faith, but they can't afford to be honest about it. If a pastor publicly questions God's existence, the Bible's reliability, or key theological concepts, they risk losing their influence, their job, their congregation, and even their reputation. So instead, they bury their doubts and continue preaching, even if deep down they no longer believe what they're saying. This creates a culture of performance rather than genuine belief, where pastors feel trapped in their roles, unable to leave even if they no longer believe. They might spend years secretly questioning their faith, all while standing in front of a congregation preaching certainty. I can remember late night Google binges myself about fossil evidence and contradictions in scripture, and then waking up Sunday morning to deliver a message on unwavering faith. Talk about living a double life. Number 7, church leadership is a boys' club. Despite the modern push for gender equality, church leadership remains overwhelmingly male-dominated. Many churches still refuse to allow women to serve as pastors or hold leadership positions. Even in churches that claim to be progressive, women often find themselves stuck in subordinate roles, expected to support men rather than lead alongside them. The Bible is often used as justification for this, citing verses about women being submissive or women being seen as the weaker vessel. But let's be honest, this is about maintaining control. Keeping leadership male-centered ensures that power stays in the hand of men, preventing challenges to the traditional hierarchy. There's nothing like a progressive church that puts women on the women's committee to decorate, cook, and occasionally read announcements. But heaven forbid they speak from the platform with actual authority. Equal rights, more like equal potluck contributions. Number 6, the church thrives on guilt and fear. Number 6, the church thrives on guilt and fear. Ever wonder why so many church messages focus on sin, judgment, and hell? It's because fear, guilt, and shame are powerful motivators.
And
If
regret.
people feel like
And
they're
regret.
constantly failing, they'll keep coming back for forgiveness and guidance. And if they fear punishment, whether in the form of hellfire or social rejection, which is also a form of social coercion, by the way, they'll comply with whatever the church tells them to do. This is why messages about love and grace are often paired with warnings about sin and damnation. Warnings about missing the mark. It keeps people emotionally dependent on the church, making them less likely to leave. It's like a soap opera plot device. Keep the audience hooked with a cycle of danger and rescue, sin and salvation, so that they never miss an episode. The only difference is, in church, you're both the guilty sinner and the audience. Number 5, most church growth is just people switching churches. Churches love to brag about growth, but here's the truth. Most new members aren't actually new believers. I've been sounding this alarm for a little while now. They're just Christians moving from one church to another church, and most times they're not even good Christians. But pastors measure success by attendance. But what they don't tell you is that many churches actively recruit from other congregations rather than bringing in people who weren't already believers. They rely on reshuffling the same pool of Christians rather than converting new members. Churches with the best music, entertainment, and social programs tend to win the battle for members. But in reality, very few churches are actually growing the Christian faith. Most are just competing for the same market. They might as well hand out transfer forms at the door, you know? Please tell me about your 7 most recent churches. Number 4, worship music is designed to manipulate you. The emotional high people feel during worship isn't divine. It's a calculated technique. Churches use repetitive lyrics, rising melodies, and atmospheric lighting to create an altered state of mind, making attendees more emotionally receptive to the messaging. Now, this is a form of manipulation, designed to make you feel connected to God when it's really just a psychological response to sound, rhythm, and community. Studies have shown that the same emotional responses occur at secular concerts and political rallies. It's not divine intervention, it's human psychology at work. And sure, we called it the Holy Spirit, but if you swapped out the lyrics for R&B love songs, you'd see the same tears, same goosebumps. The difference? No altar call at a Beyonce concert, contrary to popular Christian conspiracy. 3, your pastor has more power over you than you think. Many pastors go beyond spiritual guidance and seek to control your personal decisions, from who you vote for, to who you love, to how you parent. This isn't just advice, it's social pressure.
Yeah, there's a lot of chicks used to come and be like, my pastor said this, my pastor said that, my pastor. Your pastor want to fuck you.
As doctrine. Some churches even shun members who step out of line, using ostracization as a means of control. If you challenge the pastor's authority or question a doctrine, you may find yourself quietly pushed out or publicly shamed. It's not just faith, it's a power structure designed to maintain order and compliance. I once tried to post a very neutral comment on a controversial topic, and next thing I knew, I was hauled into several spiritual concern meetings with church leaders. They were more upset about my differing opinion than they would have been if I had robbed a bank. That speaks volumes. Number 2, Christianity survives because of indoctrination. Most believers didn't choose Christianity, they were born into it. Churches know that if kids aren't indoctrinated early, they're far less likely to adopt religious belief later in life. This is why many churches are very glad to support other fantasy and fairy tale characters, because they know it all works together for their good. That's why youth ministries exist, not to teach kids how to think, but to go ahead and tell them what to think. From a young age, children are conditioned to accept religious teachings as fact, discouraging critical thinking about their faith. Without this early reinforcement, Christianity would struggle to sustain itself. Some of my earliest memories are coloring pictures of out of the Bible, such as Noah's Ark, but never quite allowed to ask, so wait, God drowned everybody else? That's kind of extreme, isn't it? They just gave me more crayons and told me to thank God for his mercy. Isn't it beautiful how they love to have us painting as children acts of
genocide?
Well, you know, that. All right. And before we get to number one, if you like what I do and want to show your support, click the like.
Yeah, that's some scandalous shit. We used to motherfucking paint pictures of Noah's Ark, of a boat, Noah and the animals on the water. But under that water is a shitload of fucking dead bodies. God damn. God damn.
Button, subscribe to the channel, hit the alert notification bell, and if you can, please share this to your social media. That's how we can continue to make a difference. Now, on with number one on our list. The church needs you more than you need it. Without your money, attendance, and loyalty, the church ceases to exist. It tells you that you need it for morality, purpose, and salvation. The truth is, the church is dependent on you, not the other way around. And once you realize that, you're free. At the end of the day, church isn't about truth, it's about control. Pastors won't admit that because their entire livelihood depends on people staying in the system. But you don't have to. You can think for yourself. You can walk away. And when you do, you'll realize you never needed the church to begin with. The minute you say, actually, I'm good without Sunday morning guilt trips and enforced tithes, is the minute you discover a whole world of authenticity, autonomy, and agency. It's like discovering you had wings for the whole time, but they were folded under a pew. I was...
Yep. Now, like I said, that's the
Bluetooth
video.
device is connected successfully.
That's the last video. We're going to get up out of here after we play a couple tracks. But I told y'all we had a special guest that was going to come to the service, y'all. You know what I'm saying? There's a special guest in here. You know, like popped up on the USS Hurykane. Shouts out to everybody. Yep. We had 221. Okay, cool. We're going to play this and play the other song, then we're going to get up out of here. Shouts out to that special guest.
No.
Shouts out to Twister, y'all. And the Hurykane Night Choir. Twister.
With the effort, the elegance of a lyrical veteran, I'ma come with the medicine for the one to be heard or becoming sick of the garbage. You wanna hear the coldest, cause I'll be the boldest. With the fucking manure, it's like I'm on a computer when I begin to manipulate and maneuver. Because I'm off with the Buddha, whenever you want to shoot her, I do it to make a nigga notice. Come and see how I wreck it, take a peek at the method. Look how I come with the records, and I can bring an effect in the regular rhetoric. Etiquette of an art, to start the part, to see it down as I walk through it. As I thought through it, see me coming through the door, it's kinda like I'm finna go and take a walk in the cathedral. I'm feeling like everybody is evil, so I'ma go look at a picture of Mary and talk to it. Shackle the chains, attacking the game. I come at the lanes, it's after the flames. Spectacular aim when I shoot them all in the back of the brain. The Leo scatter remains, because I am provocative. I'm an apocalypse and I'm a rocket ship. Opposite and be opposition. Bet you never been through what I've been through unless you walk in my moccasin or been in my position. The craziest memory, if you play me, it's gonna be radiant energy. Alien enemy, maybe a mentally superior being over you with a devastating ability. Rating an entity, such as me could be fuckery. What could be ugly, thuggly. Luckily, if you fuck with me or somebody such as me, what to see is what I wouldn't have to go demonstrate or carry out publicly. I'ma dismember ya. I'm still a pimp with the limp and the smoking the hemp with the Henny and any rival among in the mortal in order to get it, forget it. You fucking with an emperor, so check your temperature because your flow is pathetic. And just because I'm sympathetic, a medic is headed in your direction for checking to see if you able to be saved or dead. Because I was smoking on indica when I was in the gut. I'm an enigma, like Keith Murray. My speech flurries, and I speak dirty. The beat to eat, the unworthy with the heat early. Don't be worried, I squeeze like the grease from Curry. I leave your vision blurry and kill him in a hurry like I got the llama. A rider for all the drama inside. I'm left in the alley for his mama to find him. I get away even though I'm a designer. Twister.
Shouts out to Twister, y'all. Thank you for coming through the Hurykane Tonight Traffic Church. Woo! So, get that shit. I don't know where. Doom, doom. What I heard, son of God. That shit called. Woo! Man, that's my shit. That's my shit. Shouts out to Twister. Thank you for coming through. Man. Shout out to the Hurykane Tonight Trapper's Church Choir for motherfucking bringing that shit alive, y'all. I'm talking about now. That shit sent chills through a motherfucker. Oh, man, that's a good ass motherfucking song. Like my man said, it's like you feel the same chills when you hear that motherfucking, that motherfucking song that just makes your motherfucker make you want to get up out your seat, make you nod your head, make you want to get up and dance. It's like, man, it could be any song that puts you in that mood. Now, when you walk into the Hurykane Tonight Trapper's Church, to your left on the stained glass window, we have the God of Fire. To your right on the stained glass window, we got the God of Wind. And right in front of you, we got the God of Storms. So, in the Hurykane Tonight Trapper's Church, we gonna pay homage to the gods. To the God of Fire. Hold on, wait, hold on, gotta send me back up, church. Fifth speaker, Nick.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
That's computer. Preacher.
Coming through like a boss, knocking on your soldiers off, flips in the air, doing tricks like it's motocross. Told them all, don't fuck when you gotta show them all.
First lady, I know they gotta be you.
Reload, hit a motherfucker, got a bomb, hit the reload on the motherfucker. Put a flesh on your bones, I'm a monster. Operating on the enemy, I'm a doctor. Surgical, now you're vertical and you're convertible. Durable, hell no, nigga, you deplorable. Burnable, better bow down to the God of Fire. I don't think you motherfuckers gonna make it out alive. Got you fans traumatized, taking on your dollar signs. Hacking everything, yeah, I got my phone modified. I despise every government, cause they fucking lies. I'ma shine with the revolution on the fucking ride. God of Fire. I'm the motherfucking God of Fire. God of Fire. I'm the motherfucking God of Fire. Any, many, mighty mo. Shoot a hater out his clothes. If I point my finger, motherfucker, bitch, you gotta go. I'm the dope or the window. You be falling quick. Who is this? It was a fed that was talking shit. Shooting cops every day. Operation pistol play. Creeping on the cops on the motherfucking interstate. In the case, sticking through your base. Shot you in your face. Hacking on machines. I'ma change your neural interface. I got some Terminators and they came to terminate you. Dressing up like Lord Vader. Better call your Lord Savior. Pulling Kevin, pulling Vegas. Smoking weed, rolling papers. Everybody high when we shine. That adjudicated true executioner. Powers like the Uber. Don't mean it's scratching. It's the power of Sukina. Who is ya? I'ma hit you harder than the Kuma, bruh. Handing out phase like it's motherfucking super gun. God of Fire. I'm the motherfucking God of Fire. God of Fire. I'm the motherfucking God of Fire. God of Fire, keep a gun modified. Knock your heads off, motherfuckers gon' be traumatized. Nigga, I'm the God of Fire. God of Fire, keep a gun modified. Knock your heads off, motherfuckers gon' be traumatized. Nigga, I'm the God of Fire. God of Fire, keep a gun modified. Knock your heads off, motherfuckers gon' be traumatized. Nigga, I'm the God of Fire. God of Fire.
soft motherfuckers gonna be traumatized. Nigga, I'm the godify. I'm the godify. I will take their breath while they stand. Fuck the government.
Phenom Road 1 production.
I am the god of wind. I'm the motherfucking god of wind. Gotta tell them all again, tell them all again. I'm the motherfucking god of wind. Gotta tell them all again, let's tell them all again. I'm the motherfucking god of wind. Gotta tell them all again, let's tell them all again. I'm the motherfucking god of wind. Gotta tell them all again, tell them all again. Let me push it to the limit, never give it when I spin it. Gotta cut you off the rivers of a motherfucking minutes. I'm not finished when I hurt you fucking feathers. When I blow up the sentence, and I'ma sing it with a minute. Any minute I'm ripping anybody that wanna get it. Cause the government tripping everybody up in a minute. I'm the villain, the villains, but the government is a motherfuckers killing innocent. And they causing division. And I'm my decision will cause a collision. I'll let it breathe for a minute. Smoking the weed, I got a tea for a minute. Stop a rapper, getting your bodies. I got the title, put it in the beat. Up in the spiral around the hurricane. And I'm bringing the wind, the sipping gin, with the getting me spin. So I'm laying on the bins of the car he was in. I got to throw it in his friends. And the motherfucker running again. They call it revenge for the elite. Those motherfuckers put in the seat. Now they all gotta witness defeat. I'm the beast of the vibe of the beat. Cause I'm a G, you the motherfucking coward to me. Put your head in the sand. Now I gotta put your head in the van. Take it to the bad last kid or can't get the bread in the vans. Those bastards ain't stand a chance. So I'm taking back all of the land. Now you motherfucking making the bands. I gotta go against the government, man. I came with the gun in my hand. Put an RPG in front of the van. About to blow with the government, man. Trying to play the game. That's great to change. They use the figure C to arrange the brain. Begin to bring the pain. This world will remain the same. Hurricane couldn't change the game. Gotta win. Gotta tell them all again. Tell them all again. I'm the motherfucking gotta win. Gotta tell them all again. Call all your friends. I'm the motherfucking gotta win. Gotta tell them all again. Tell them all again. I'm the motherfucking gotta win. Gotta tell them all again. Call all your friends. I'm the motherfucking gotta win. Gotta tell them all again. Tell them all again. I'm the motherfucking gotta win. Gotta tell them all again. Tell all your friends. I'm the motherfucking gotta win. Gotta tell them all again. Tell them all again. I'm the motherfucking gotta win. Gotta tell them all again. Tell all your friends.
That was the God of wind. That was the God of fire. Now this is the
I was born the God of storms.
The God of storms. Pay homage to all the three gods. Hurykane and Night Trap this church.
I was born the God of storms. Witness the power in a lot of forms, a lot of swords. Decapitate like a God of war. The bloody gore is the reward. What you running for? The spook who sat by the door screaming bloody war. Murderer, hurting you, serving your bullets and murdering your hurters, murderers, leaving body parts in your furniture. Eliminate this your fate. I'ma break you like a dinner plate. Obliterate with the case, shit your face on the interstate. Underlay, never gonna pull my gun away. Run away when I pull out the thunder cake. You be done and that's the way you get hit. Stupid little bitch. Hurricane is a storm. You niggas, you better dip. God of storms. I was born the God of storms. I was born the God of storms. God of storms. I was born the God of storms. Witness the lyrics in a lot of forms, a lot of swarms. Getting their ass kicked. I'm Jason Bourne. I'm super quick. Hitting motherfuckers with super kicks. I'm too legit. To the diss. My mind is scrupulous. Rattle you. After that, I'ma shot at you. Rip out your clavicle. I'm a radical savage animal. Cannibal, not a cannibal. I don't wanna be Hannibal. It's not to the government. They tyrannical. Hurricane, I'ma kill it till there's no remains. Bring it pain, bring it wind, fire and stormy rain. Fuck the game, break the shackles they place on your brain. Fucking lame, it is time to break the mental chains. Spitting flames like a dragon, I do not feel the same. In my lane, in the hood they call me Killer Kane. Feel the rain of a god, I do not need a crown. Bringing this music up here, speaking now. God of storms. I was born the God of storms. I was born the God of storms. God of storms. I was born the God of storms. Witness the power of the final form. My final form, cosmic.
hammer and a pocket sword. I'm kicking doors of the Federation of Sector 4, several cores, several heads. I'm killing several more, several scores. Fuck the government, I ain't having it. Blasting nothing inadequate. Put your head in the cabinet, put your face on the mannequin. Turn evil like Anakin. Imagine all the government vanish. Fuck it, cry 2 tears in the bucket. You ducking for bullets, I'm busting bitch. I won't truck it, I don't tuck it, cause I'm a rebel with mine. About to shoot a fucking fan all dead in the spine. Buried alive, then go bury your guys. Scream bunker, then go bury your wives. I'm like Isaac, spirit pressure stay in the sky. Hypnotize everybody if you look in my eyes. Got a storm,
Phenom Rogue One production.
Show me my opponent, where's my opponent? I'm a killer ball, government, you don't want it. Break people to components, throw you in the ocean. Keep it with the fishes, bitches, listen, I be on it. Start him while he's scoring. Pull off in the foreign. Don't in 60 seconds, hit the gas, then I'm blowing like a river. Feeling like a winner. Grab a fine chick, while they eat her for dinner. I've been on the mission. Never keep me slipping. Calling different ghouls, every bustin' at a bed building. In the lobby, dropping bodies like a fucking brew. Weeds ripping everybody. Show me my opponent. Show me my opponent. Show me my opponent. Show me my opponent. Show me my opponent.
I'm in band
Show
lab.
me my opponent. Show 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 me my opponent. This is my decision. Chilling like a villain. Cut you up the ribbons, cut the government is tripping. Now I'm up in Cali, chilling with this daddy. Going all in the baby girl, call me daddy. Riding through the valley, smoking on the fatty. About to get this bird 50 straight in Cincinnati. Gotta get this money, get back to the money. Haters looking funny, cause I shot him in the stomach. Motherfucker on the battle, you the one to battle. Pulling out the shot and make your whole body rattle. Don't wanna hear the chatter, see your body shatter. Fill it with the hurricane, everybody scatter. Show me my opponent. 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 Show me my opponent.
Asiatic, real black man, I'm crafted in God's image. Lyrically, I'm a savage, engulfing the planet. With the spawn grip, boom, I ain't going nowhere. You better get used to it, equipped with the toolage. And I ain't talking about no handguns on my band lab and holding the game for ransom. Run me mine, and I don't want my chips to circulate. Fast food for the CEOs, rotating them on dinner daily. Let some well-trained critters say that I've been a great stuck in your weight class with litters. I'm heavyweight shapers with the flows, quick feet like I lead. Joe Louis when I do, I'm leaving flat in the ring. John Kemp when I lift off, finish like Dominique. Underrated like Pippen when I kept bringing the ring. Put in a line of work, my best interest for the team. Just give me the hand off and I'ma run it up the scene. Fake smiles, fake nods when they hear me on the beat. On my phone against the odds, I'ma keep on doing me. I'ma trash you in the mud for the dirty side. I'ma put you undiscovered and I ain't been found. I represent for all my brothers above or underground. And all the black queens, here's your flowers and crowns.
You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. It's time to unload the drama unfold. My 44 gold taking your soul, never reload. Where do we go? The battlefield's making me flow, but the government will evolve with every flow. I'm the infamous lyricist to the feds. They just the same when they implement all the titles to get look quick with these instruments. With these sentences, shaking one in the instant quick. Hurykane is the name, you better know who you're dealing with. Style master, slow it down cause I'm faster. Bastard in the dark abyss, that's where I cast you. Natural disaster, I'm the final chapter. Have you running in circles like hamsters, little bastard. I'm the warrior, battlefield looking glorious. Skills is so notorious, kicking your ass like Morpheus. The anomaly, speaking new philosophy, speaking with the velocity, cause a lot of atrocities. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
Born from the fire, now I gotta scorch ya. Broke the shackles off my mind, it was torture. Came from poverty, my mother was on that crack shit. Father wasn't there, and I understand why he left this. Tried to stay in school, but I couldn't. Dropped out 10th grade, get out with a woman. Played me like a violin, and now I'm in. Knee deep in some hoes, smoking this sipping gin. Now I'm rapping and trapping, getting this money up. Then the chocolate jig gon' be the tearing up. Now the drama, my baby mama, she brought me drama. Hit the good with the bad, thank God for my daughter. Hurykane be the name, I'm on some rebel shit. With this rhetoric, you will witness a big embellishment. So let's settle this bunch of shots with this metal kit. Fuck the government, y'all niggas ain't ready, bitch. Life full of struggles, yeah, made it out. Shit, determination, there's never been a doubt. Had to learn to hustle, see the big amounts. Gotta get this money, make it go what we about. Life full of struggles, yeah, we made it out. Shit, determination, there's never been a doubt. Had to learn to hustle, see the big amounts. Gotta get this money, make it go what we about.
Yeah. You know what we about, Mr. Fuck the government, the president, we loading rounds. Real niggas never need a license to crash out. All these guns in this bitch, a black market in his house. Immortal like them, but I will black out. Illuminati's most wanted on that list right now. I'll squeeze the blick till it click right now. You standing on the wrong side of genocide right now. Yeah. Loyal to the truth, I die about it. If I die today, my mama wouldn't cry about it. My bitch kicked me out of the house, I won't lie about it. I be praying, but I guess God forgot about me. I be thinking about selling my soul, I ain't proud about it. Realest nigga in the room, you ain't bout it. Low down a billionaire on the block, watch him panorama. I see death around the corner, ain't no way around it.
Life full of struggles, yeah, we made it out. Shit, determination, there's never been a doubt. Had to learn to hustle, see the big amounts. Gotta get this money, make it
you know what we about. Life full of struggles, yeah, we made it out. Sheer determination, there's never been a doubt. Had to learn to hustle, see the big amounts. Gotta get this money, make you know what we about. Rise of the legends, legendary classics. Storytelling bars going straight to the masses. Flow is the badness, nigga can't surpass this. I've been rapping since '02, so understand this. With my synthesis, I'm the infamous, intricate rhythms. Everybody know I'm the illest bitch. Call it up low key, we on the scene quick. Got the AR-15 with the beam, bitch. Beat this, the government and they cheap tricks. Pit bulls to chew them up like some beef sticks. See this, I throw kicks in my street kicks. Handing out these bays, tell them to keep this. Be sick, and all it to do is street nicks. From two cold brothers from the street, bitch. Better watch your tone, don't see the heat quick. Make your head disappear, now that's a neat trick.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
Rolled up a clip, on the street, the cop dead in the public. It's that rebel shit, next level shit. Make them think they on grave with the shovel quick. Hurykane be the name, I'm a boss. Metal gear on me, knocking motherfucking heads off. Raise the grave, make the dead walk. Raid every power structure in they motherfucking red cross. About to creep in the White House. Where the fuck the president about to murk that nigga right now? Got my girl with the snipe rounds. Shoot the fed in his head because the bitch wouldn't pipe down. Motor City is the fight time. Joe Louis with the hands, give it to you, see the 9 rounds. You can hit that shit from 9 times. They say Hurykane, put your gun down, I'ma tell them no, 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 no. If they tell you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no. Hurykane got a blast quick. Close quarters combat, guarantee you get your ass kicked. Flip a nigga with a mad blitz. Better watch the step, you can tackle through a glass, bitch. Flying kicks in the flash splits. I'm the last man standing, you be lying in the grass, bitch. About to head to the Pentagon. After that, I'm blowing up temples and synagogues. I know I'm a sinner god, but when I get up there, I'm killing you and your fucking mob. Cause you ain't do your fucking job. All the pain in this world, I can't spell the fucking rhyme. Create us a newer earth. Cast the evil government to the ends of the universe. Now they telling me to calm down. I would never put my fucking gun down. I'ma tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, no, no. Thanks, Magazine. No. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply, better tell them no, 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 no. If they want you to comply.